Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover legend, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm gonna tap in for sure.
Tap in.
Tap in. Let me I gotta make maintenance. I got the wrong headphones on. I'm wondering why I sound crazy. I got I got the broken headphones off. They like cracks, smack, crack. What was this?
Snap, crackle, and pop.
Was it snap? You sure it was a smack?
I'm positive.
Pop?
That's my Rice Krispies, son.
It was snap, crackle, and pop.
Yes, one of my fave cereals that you gotta add sugar to because it's different.
Rice Krispies is a little overrated.
What?
Rice Krispies.
Oh, was that a pause moment as a kid?
No, but Rice Krispies were like. They were fat. They were like they weren't. There was no content. They weren't dope rappers. They just had pretty suits on. The commercial was all based on when you put the milk in the cereal, you would listen to the bowl, and it didn't go snap, crackle, and pop. It just went, and they really don't taste good. Why do you even eat Rice Krispies? They don't even taste good.
They do. You got to add the sugar. It's like there's the cereal that you don't need to add sugar to, and then there's the ones that you don't. So they're one of the ones you had to add sugar. That's one of my top that you had.
Send your link, because I need to hear this nonsense. Send your link on my Instagram. I need to hear this nonsense. Jay Black thinks Rice Krispies is not overrated, and we're gonna get him on here. Very great morning, Shawn Robinson. Courage is the drive to do what you want. Go get him. Go get him, Shawn. I'm talking about. I like it. As much nonsense as we talk on here, I like hearing that. Good morning, everybody on my IG Live. December 8th, I'm at the Addison Improv. I'm gonna rip that thing to smithereens. I'm going to work.
You can add
all right, let me get Jay Black on here so he can talk diabolical nonsense about an overrated cereal that should be disbanded. That overrated cereal should be taken away, damn it. Rice Krispies. Good morning, everybody. Shawn Robinson, that cereal is nasty.
Well, they say Rice Krispies is nasty?
No, Rice Krispies is nasty for real.
Come on.
I mean, no. Let me take that back. I got carried away. They're not nasty. I just think they're overrated. Like, you know who's underrated? Like, underrated. Why people don't understand that Sugar Crisp might have been the greatest cereal ever.
These kids.
Sugar Crisp might have been the great. You know what? I want to get a box of Sugar Crisp.
Nah, but it's
with the bear.
Just break it up in categories. Ones with sugar and ones without sugar.
I don't do ones without sugar. I don't do ones that I have to add sugar to. You're not a good cereal.
Did as a kid.
No, I didn't. I hated it. I hate any cereals. You're not built. You're not part of the cereal life. Frosted Flakes. Frosted Flakes, you ain't got to add nothing to it. Get all the diabetes sugar that you need.
So when you was a kid, your mom's all like when you got them Cheerios, you really didn't like the Cheerios before the Honey Nut Cheerios was popping. They said these on sale. Your mom said deal with it. You didn't just add the sugar and keep it pushing.
No, I did, but I hated it.
Oh, okay. So, but as long as you did, so you acknowledge Rice Krispies was the truth. The pop. Like I said, I didn't know if it was a pause moment now, thinking back, stuff popping in your mouth. But I remember me really enjoying Rice Krispies as a kid, you know, but I had to add another. Then at the end, there's a whole mound of sugar at the end after you finish drinking your milk. Are you a milk drinker with your cereal at the end, or are you one of the ones that pour it out?
No, I was latex. Did I say latex?
Good morning, Kathy.
Yeah, I drank the cereal at the end.
The milk, you drink the milk.
I drank the milk. I drank the milk at the end. I did.
No, some people.
What were you telling me? You need me to? I need to check what?
Oh, the Yeti. Just make sure Yeti is good with audio. But yeah, so some people, I know my daughters used to always throw the milk out. I used to get irritated, like you're wasting the milk. It tastes just like the cereal, but that's just me being a parent.
Good morning, Shawn.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Wait a second. Wait. Who was throwing out the milk without drinking the rest of the milk?
My daughter used to do it all the time. I used to get so irritated. A bowl full of milk after you just eat the cereal. Drink the milk. Drink it.
Look, I drank the milk afterwards. Yeah, you're supposed to drink the milk.
You're supposed to, right?
No, you're not. You don't have to drink the milk.
You have to drink the entire. Let me all that milk. Then pour correctly. Then learn how to pour the milk correctly. in when you see how much cereal you have, make sure you pour correctly for the cereal. These kids nowadays, let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna sound old as hell. Let my dad see me throw a quarter bowl of milk out and see what happens. Dog, let me have a hamburger with fries or something, and half the fries are still left, and I go to throw it out in the trash.
Hey, Stacy Mitchell. Hey, morning. Good morning.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't even know how we got on cereal, but yeah. So yeah, but cereal with sugar, there's levels to ones with and without.
If you have
sugar.
to add cereal, it's like having to put makeup on a chick to call her pretty.
Oh wow. I'm outside the club.
Oh, sorry.
So a lot of women got to add makeup on them, Mike. A lot of they do.
Okay, how about this?
Well, I know some men that need to add makeup too.
Hell yeah! It's like a man taking. It's like man taking. It's like a man saying he got a big penis and all that, but he taking all types of vitamins and stuff or whatever the thing shots and everything that you can. All them advertisers were like, they're like, you can add 2 inches to your penis. Okay, well, don't take credit for it. Just say. Like, let the girl know, like, this ain't on me. Exactly.
Or them fake beards. They put those fake beards on.
You got a fake beard, then you never went through.
And the fake hair.
You never went through, like, exactly. I'll put that up. Exactly, Mike, what? Exactly, Mike, these kids make a swimming pool for cereal. Full of milk.
Full of it. Wasting all that good milk.
They are.
My kids, one time, I didn't know my kids tried to tell me they don't eat leftovers. I said, mother, what?
Yeah, the youngest girl does.
You don't eat what?
Why not? Why they don't eat leftovers?
Just on some. They was on some, and I was like, okay, this is what we gonna do. Nobody, when we order out, because y'all always want to order out, the next day, nobody's touching this food. This is all me and mom's food. Don't open the refrigerator and look. I'm gonna properly
don't even look at it.
I'm gonna properly either if it's pizza, I'm gonna wrap them up. Okay, I'm gonna wrap them up, Tupperware, aluminum foil, whatever. So I was like, do y'all really think y'all like I had to get into it? Like we got in the car and I was picking up from school. I was like, do y'all really think y'all living that life? That y'all don't eat leftovers? Y'all didn't pay for the first overs. How do y'all don't eat the leftovers? And they was like, I mean, we understand what you're saying. No. Get this straight. You didn't pay for the first when they were freshly cooked. You didn't pay for that, and now you gonna act like you don't want the leftovers.
They said, "Run that back. Let's do this again, Dad. Take it from the top. We're gonna order it again."
And then they realized the bouginess because I did it. I did it. They came to the fridge. I picked them up from my school, the twins. And I brought them, and I see them, going into the refrigerator like on some old. Oh, what we gonna eat? Not that. But why? Those are leftovers.
Yeah,
those are leftovers.
Yeah, he said Tupperware. Yeah, right.
Yeah, Tupperware.
Tupperware.
Tupperware keeps everything fresh, homie. I think there's a different name for it now because it's 2021, but I got Tupperware. There was something else. All right. Well, how was your night, Jay Black? And then I'm gonna go to Shawnee. How because we need an update on
Shawnee. We need an update on Shawnee. My night was good. We're gonna skip right from me to go right. The last time we heard from Shawnee, she her daughters was having a basketball game and the coach didn't play one of the youngest Tam, the young one, the baby, and Shawnee was going to confront them because the coach told her daughter, "Hey, we're only playing the best players," and her daughter's energy was crushed. She was emotionally distraught, and it killed her vibe. And Shawnee was going to go check that coach, and she had a meeting set up with the school. And I need the update, Shawnee. So let's break it down.
Well, I didn't have the meeting with the school because my daughter is more mature than me, and she asked me not to. So she said, just let her play the next game, which is today. And then after that, she'll make a decision. But she did go back and have another conversation with the coach. And the coach was like, the coach said, well, in the other game, there was another girl that didn't get to play either. And a whole bunch of BS. But Tamron was okay with what she said. And she just asked me, she was like, just let me handle it, Mom. So I said, okay, I had to respect that, but
Go ahead, girl.
and I'm gonna
Go
let her
ahead,
get through the
Go ahead,
season.
girl.
girl.
Whatever.
No, I'm gonna let her get through the season. But when the
That's
season
amazing.
over, that's when I'm
No,
gonna go up there and talk to the coach and the principal and
you
tell
can't
them,
tell.
you
No, don't let
don't
the
do
coach
that.
tell your
No.
kid that you ain't the best, and that's why you ain't playing. Sit on that bench, whole that. No,
But she knows she not. She know. Tamron know what kind of they listen. The 14U team has called for Tamron to play with them. Tamron is
Oh.
11.
Okay,
Okay,
she may
so,
she may be taking the talents elsewhere. She may be taking the
yeah.
talents
Well,
of South
yeah,
Beach.
they're playing on another team too. It's a 14 under team. Tamron is 11.
I like what you
Wow,
said.
that's dope.
She's more mature than me. Taryn knows her
Yeah.
skill set. She's confident in her skill set. She
Yeah.
knows this little bitty team that everybody's on doing
Yeah, the
everything
Bad News Bears.
doesn't mean a damn thing. It's not a reflection on my skill set. I'm
Whatever.
going, and she's confident.
Yeah, it's just practice to her. She said it's just practice.
Bam! It's
I
just
said,
practice.
okay.
Like I done comedy shows where there were like 12 people there. And and we sitting there going like, well, and everybody's complaining. I'm like, yeah, just gonna practice these jokes right now.
Well, I'm gonna practice this conversation and see what your energy is going to dictate the next level of the conversation. Because you can't tell my kid that crush their self-esteem to tell them you trash. She basically said you trash. Hold that. That's what I heard. But all right, but hey, she want to handle it her way. Let's see how it play out. I guess.
Why are you so you talk to the coach, and then you talk to your
Brown. No, I didn't talk to the coach. She didn't.
No. I'm saying so you talk. I'm saying Jay. So you talk to the coach, and you get into something with the coach. What does that?
It's going to be up to the coach if I get into something because the coach's response.
What does that solve? If it goes left, what does it solve?
It's going to solve a lot. It's going to know that you can't talk trash to this kid. We're a team over here. What's not going to happen is that. And if you want it to continue, and then it's going to continue to go somewhere else. But hopefully it don't go there. But no, I can't just let that slide. No, but I get it from letting the child want to be mature enough. But her initial reaction was hurt and pain. And as a parent, seeing your child in that hurt and pain, you need to know it's levels. You need. No,
I'm coming back to it, Jay. I'm just gonna let them finish this.
Don't let Jay gas you. Don't let.
Yeah, I'm gonna let them finish this season because then they start track for the school, and she's gonna throw shot put. She's not gonna run. She's a beast with that. She just, we linking her up with another professional athlete that's impressed with her skills because they feel like she could go to the Olympics with her throwing. So she gonna throw.
Focus the energy on that.
But after basketball season, I will have a conversation with the coach. Yes, when my child finished dealing with that woman. Then I will.
Well, to be continued. We'll see how
my thing is like y'all do know we're getting revved up over somebody's subjective opinion on who's good on the team and who's not. And as a coach, you have the right to think to yourself who's good and who's not. But now the wording, no, Jay. First of all, no, Jay, you're absolutely wrong. You're a sports fan. A coach says who's good and who's not good on the team. Their decision and their judgment might not be right. And he definitely made the biggest mistake ever, or she made, whoever it is. But you can't tell a coach, not like
wording, Mike.
No, but
you say you're not getting the game because I got to play the best players versus, hey, I'm trying something different. You can word it differently. I'm trying something different.
You want them to coddle everybody now.
She doesn't have to coddle them, but at that age in junior high, that's when they start finding themselves. They deal with depression. She doesn't know what my daughter deals with, and my daughter deals with a lot that a lot of people don't know. Even though it looks one way, there's certain things that she feels, and when you don't do that to any kid. If she would have said it to another kid on the team, I would have a problem with it.
Wording.
Well, what I'm saying,
and then she come back like a white kid in Michigan and start shooting up places. And
people but what I'm saying, they look y'all at you. Both right. Y'all are both right, but that's not the way. But society and coaching in sports is behind the curve. Sports is way behind the curve. You can't tell a coach to coach kids hard, and you want your kid to make it. Like coaching is behind, y'all. Like sports is on some mode. You're good or you're not good. You're either a starter or a backup. And I get what y'all saying because I totally agree with y'all.
Yeah, but that's for me to talk to her like that right now.
Not was she on the team?
Not the school. Not at the school. If it was rec league, you know what? If the rec league coach talked to her like that, I can handle it better. But at the school where you're in this environment where you're saying that, oh, we're gonna nurture and love these kids and help them develop. Now you don't get to talk to my child like
Not
that.
like that.
I have those rough conversations with her.
Shawnee, I agree with you, but Jay Black is a hypocrite, and he's a total hypocrite.
It's just the wording. I need you to work in order for me to get you in the game. I need to see this in practice.
Jay know what sports is about. Sports is about
this.
And Shawnee, I agree with you. Jay Black is full of shit with his parents. This whole little I'm so soft with them. No, we're talking sports. We're talking sports. You either and Shawnee, that head coach is gonna regret the day they ever said that.
Yeah, she is, and not because I'm gonna go off on her, but because of how Cameron is gonna perform. Yes, exactly. That's what it's gonna be. But I'm gonna just bring up, hey, you need to consider how you talk to these kids.
No, I think you're right.
You gonna get a parent or a kid, a parent that don't have nothing to lose. I got too much to lose to come out here and whoop your behind. Like but
y'all gotta understand this whole sports thing is if the coach believes my best players are getting on I'm just playing my best players. That's what they're gonna say.
Yeah, but she ain't gotta say that to the kid. You don't tell the kid that. You just sat there and watched my daughter cry on the bench the whole game. You kept looking over her because it's some stuff I haven't told you, and you know she ain't nothing but about 32 years old, even though she looked like she older than me. Okay, but she's sitting there pointing at him, and she's pointing at him, and you know, doing that childish stuff, and it's like, girl, don't play with my kid, play with me, because my kid is being a kid. So my child done sat there, cried the whole game on the bench. And then at the end of the game, when she comes and talks to you the way that when we had the little parent meeting, she said she wanted the girls to learn how to communicate. She came up to you and communicated, and then you crushed my child like that. Nah, them penitentiary words.
Well, let's take penitentiary out of it. And let's say
that's real life, though, Mike.
Penitentiary words.
I know we ain't talk about that school shooting, but I don't know what happened with that little kid that was having issues.
Let me explain why I say take the penitentiary words out. Because the last thing you want to do is get into something that you get removed from your kids. Because absolutely, that is the real law.
Yeah, no, that's true.
You need to have the conversation with her. You need to be very stern with her. Now, this is why I'm separating you from Jay Black.
Okay,
this is why I'm separating you from Jay Black. Because Jay Black is a sports fan. And you know how these damn coaches. Look, we created a society where these coaches, when they get to coach kids, they really believe they're Pat Riley and Phil Jackson. And they believe they can do whatever the fuck. And Jay be all for it. Jay be all for it until, let me tap this mic. Until it's his kid.
No, I'm all for it. It's wording.
How about high school? How about high school? How about high school, Jay Black? How about high school?
No, you can worry as long as you're worried.
I ain't gotta worry. If I'm getting your kid to the pros, how about high school?
Mike, I'm talking about your kids sitting on the bench the whole game. You're agitating, just found that out. Mm-hmm. But then at the end, you're telling me throughout the game, I'm only playing the best players. Don't lean. That's horrible.
Don't lean on that. Your kid is in high school. Your boy's in high school. He's a junior. He's one of the top recruits in the country. And the coach says something crazy to him.
Give me more. You got to word it, coach, differently.
Okay.
You're not going to steal his confidence to where now he want to give up potentially sports and his dreams, and now his confidence is
so now he gets benched.
And all that. No,
so now he gets
self-esteem is a problem.
So now he gets benched. No. Dog, you're leading your kid, and Shawnee has that's a whole different subject. If your kid is that dope in the state where you're about to go to Duke, North Carolina as a basketball player, or you might go to the pros.
That's right, Kay.
Yeah, we actually should all make an appearance. But then your kid is on that level where they could be in the pros. You're gonna do what?
Oh, David.
Top Olympics for Jay Black because Jay Black is tight as a fat man in a G-string. Look, I'm just saying. Jay Black loves sports. but don't like what comes with sports.
Yeah.
He don't like what comes with major league sports. He don't like what comes with
You
the
find a way to motivate me without belittling me. Find that way.
Well, and then too, the other thing I let
Mike,
Tamara
and you're a
know with
coach.
this lady is that
And
this
you a
is
little
life.
kid.
When
That's
she get on the job, it's gonna be somebody there that don't like her just because they don't like her. And I don't know that the coach don't like her, but I'm just like, this real life. Just take this as a lesson.
Do you see the documentary with Snoop Dogg and what his coaches say to his kids when they're playing football, Jay Black?
You're screwing up. You're missing in practice.
No, you're fucking up.
In practice.
No. In game.
And I'm not playing you. You're going to sit here.
No, you didn't watch it. You didn't see it.
I mean, you talk reckless to a certain degree of it's different levels of reckless.
Let's get the hypocrisy coming. Let's get the hypocrisy coming.
It's talking reckless to motivate you, to bring the best out you, not to belittle you and say, no, I don't care.
Bitch, get on the sidelines. That's what they said. You playing like a bitch. Get on the sidelines. That's what they said in Snoop Dogg's league.
That's too
Stop
hard.
playing, Jay. Like you can't be all sports. Then you better really get at all these cats, all these high school football coaches that generate the players that come to our team that we root for, and you better get on these high school basketball coaches who generate all the crazy stuff and all that. Like you be picking and choosing when you want to be Bill Cosby on the Cosby Show, not drugging people. Not drugging people.
You talking about the sweater Bill Cosby?
Yeah, sweater with multiple different sweaters and stuff.
Man.
Not talking about Bill Cosby.
I mean, but they've had hard coaches before, because when they played soccer, they were 8 and 9 and they were on a soccer team. I had to take them off that soccer team though, because she was cussing at them like they was grown women. I'm like, hold up, girl, they 8 and 9. What are we doing? We ain't going to the World Cup,
Yo, what you just said is facts. We really be treating every kid like they're straight going to the Olympics or the World Cup or whatever. All right, so let's not get caught up. I mean, Shawnee has to talk to that coach, and I agree. Like, I have to see it. I have to.
And I'm looking forward to update tomorrow after the game today. I'm looking to see how things.
Yes, but you're adding fuel to the fire, and none of us you're adding fuel to the fire, and none of us are putting up bail money right now. That means
I'm just gonna go watch. I might tape some of it, just so I have some footage. But I'm just gonna go watch. I ain't gonna say nothing to the troll.
Document it.
All right, so you got that. Jay, did we do your night?
Yeah, I didn't do anything.
We got to talk about you though, because you got a comedy show coming up.
Yeah, I got a comedy show coming up December 8th. Okay, so
where?
Addison Improv.
What can we expect? This is the last comedy show of the year at Dallas. So I mean, come on, Mike.
Yeah,
don't leave us.
No, you're absolutely right. December 8th, Addison Improv, coming in there with straight fire. I've been on the East Coast tearing things down. Literally, we have not released the footage because, Jay Black, we should release the footage, but we're gonna release the footage. We're gonna release the footage once I get somebody to cut it down on how I've been destroying the East Coast and coming back to Dallas. Dallas will always be DFW. This will always be like a second home. So December 8th is gonna be crazy. Addison Improv, and who we got so far?
Jay Black, you gonna come make an appearance?
December the 8th?
And
not this one. Not this show, but hey, maybe something happened. Free up last minute. December the 8th, Addison, Dallas, Texas. Okay.
Yeah, so tap the link in the bio. You stupid. So I get on. I'm flying back. I've been home for a month. I gained 10 pounds. Jesus. That's why I'm going to the gym.
Oh wow.
Woo, Jesus. When I go home, it's just too comfortable. So I get on the plane. I'm flying Frontier. And I don't know what I was thinking, because I always get the aisle seat, but I booked the middle seat. But it was like
who does that?
Row 8. I don't know. Maybe all the seats were taken when I booked it. So I booked the middle seat, and I'm sitting there going like, "Yo, this is crazy." I said, "This is the most horrible thing in the world." I'm getting claustrophobic, the whole thing.
Claustrophobic.
Dog, real talk. I'm like, I hate being in the middle seat. So I'm sitting there, whatever. Because now you got to tap somebody when you got to pee, and I'm drinking tons of water now because
It was a full flight. You couldn't move.
No, I thought it was a full flight. So I'm seeing the full flightness from where I'm at, and I'm not even far back. I'm row 8. That's good. Like that's good money. I'm good. So I get up, I go to the bathroom after sitting there for like 40, no, not 40, like 35 minutes before we took off and everything like that. And then I walk up and I'm looking at all these empty seats in the front. Like, normally they tell you when they grab that cheap ass 1965 phone, they tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we have extra seats, but before we decide to move to the extra seats, we cannot do that till we reach our altitude. I go like, all right, cool, like, but then you got to be your first person. They didn't say that, so I go to the bathroom, I come back out, and there are two black ladies, one white guy, and somebody, I don't know, I think it was another white guy, whatever. So when I'm walking, Jay Black always says, "That's the flight crew." The flight crew's like, and there's one. They might have been a gay guy, but the black woman who led it, she was nice, but she was so into her job. Okay. Like she was so, I can't, like, y'all gonna tell me, show me what test y'all took that when y'all put the tray down, when we take off, having your tray down changes the whole airplane.
Things may fall and
how does the tray being down when I got my cell phone properly look? So I'm watching my little Netflix and put the tray. And why is it like if I don't have my bag all the way under the seat in front of me? Like you got your little thing. So can you please place your bag all the way? How does that change anything on this plane?
Turbulence.
When something go wrong,
you slide.
What's gonna happen?
It'll hit your feet.
This is gonna hit you. I don't know.
What?
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Keep. Okay. So anyway, keep your you can put your phones or lap on airplane. I've never put my phone on airplane mode ever in life. Yeah, ever. Mm-mm. What does that do, Jay? What does that change?
That part is true because I have never, and I mean it's stupid of us to take that chance though. But
what does it do if my little phone is gonna mess up?
Maybe everybody's frequency could do something with the plane. I don't know. But go ahead. That's
so I get up and go to the bathroom, and I notice the whole front, like first 4 rows are empty. Oh. They're like 1 or 2 people. I said, yo, I'm in the middle. So I said, all right, let me go to the bathroom. Jay always says, you don't ever say nothing. You never say nothing. You just
you scared the ruffle feathers.
So I get out the bathroom. I see the 2 black women talking. I'm like, I tap, I grab, not grab.
He said, I grab, I tap, I grab.
You know, you do the tap. You do the tap. You like, excuse me. And I'm like, hello.
Hey, how you?
She's like, hey, what's up? And she turns around and says, hey. I said, I was wondering, I'm in the middle seat. Like, you know, the middle seat's the worst. And I said, can I move up? And she was like, she did the whole,
quarters at a bad time. Any other flight?
And I said, but I made it clear because mind you, I'm at the front of the plane. Mm-hmm. I'm the front of the plane, so our conversation is being seen, like everybody. So I'm like, I said, if it's a problem, don't worry about it. I'll go back. Mm-hmm. I said, but the middle seat always sucks. I don't know why I got the middle seat. I don't know if y'all. I have no idea. She said, well, let me ask. I guess the head person in charge, which was the black lady who was really like, put the tables up, make sure you lie. I'm like, oh, this is not gonna happen. So the 2 black women have a conversation. Yes. They have like a 6-minute conversation.
And you standing there waiting, and
yes,
and they going back and forth.
And I'm breathing.
If you can move.
And I'm breathing in through my nose, out through my mouth. I mean, because I'm sitting there going like, y'all are some hood ass bitches right here. What are we doing? Just say yes or no.
Y'all black, I'm Puerto Rican. We all insane. Like, help me out here. Look out.
So the girl comes back. The girl after waiting. So I said, patience, Danielson, patience. I said, I don't know what to take her so long for. And she comes back. She said, yeah, sit right there.
After all that.
I said, for real? I said, cool. So I go back. I'm in row 8. I grab my bag. I grab my other bag under the seat. I put it there. And as I'm walking, a white dude taps my arm. He says, you're lucky. And I said, why? What are you talking about? Right? He's like, I asked her the same question, and she said no.
Oh.
I was like, in my mind, I was like, that's because you're white. But you're not supposed to do that.
No, not the reverse.
Homeboy was like, and then he said it to me, and then as I'm walking, he said it louder. I asked the same question. If I could, and I
starting an uproar. Now he ready to send an email. Go ahead.
I asked the same question. He was right. But I was asleep when he did that. I had no idea. And I'm sitting there going like, yo.
So he asked too soon.
And that's what I thought. He asked too soon. But it happened to be, we in Atlanta. There's no way, like the white guy got shut down because like black people were really like, and I love it. African Americans, I love the fact when y'all got an airport on lock and y'all running it. Like I so applaud that because y'all run that Atlanta airport something sick. But when he said it a little louder, I just sat down and I was like, oh, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, Stacey said that part of the conversation was them like, we let him do it. Now we're gonna have to let everybody because now everybody seeing y'all. You didn't do it discreetly. You up in the front. So
Stacey, not monkey see monkey. Take that out.
No monkey.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Monkeys are cute.
Don't say that.
Kelly J said he was a hater. I asked the same thing. So y'all like this guy?
But can you imagine if a white person would have done that to us, and then the next white person would have asked?
You mean the black person? They told them no.
Yeah. Can you imagine if we were sitting there and we asked a white flight attendant, and then the next thing you know, they said no. Then the next thing you know, somebody goes in the bathroom, and the white person comes, ask the white flight attendant, and then next thing you know, they move and they look. I opened the upper thing. I took my whole bag. I relocated my whole household. Like I was good.
Yeah, I would hit record on my phone and then read.
Exactly.
I'd have went back again like, hey, and I would have said hey, I'm having some medical challenges right now, some claustrophobia issues. I really need to get out of the seat, and I see a couple open ones. Any chance I could just sit right here?
And the funny thing is, I do not think the white guy even asked. I think the white guy got mad. He moved up eventually. Like he moved up and he got a seat, almost like say something.
Well,
and I went to sleep. I was like, all right,
this ain't got nothing to do with me.
It got nothing to do with me. I was just trying to get out the middle seat, dog. This ain't got nothing to do.
Something like that happened to me though. On the plane, me and the girls were flying to New York. This is when they were little, and I had my earbuds on. Well, they had their tablets. We all had our earbuds on, and it was a white family in front of us, a woman with her kids. And the flight attendant came to me and she said, well, you have to put your headphones on so everybody can't hear what you're playing. And I just shook my head at her because I already had my earphones on. And I'm like, what the fuck she talking to me?
Right.
Well, the lady in front of me and her kids didn't have their headphones in so we could hear all their little stuff. This woman came right back to me again and said, ma'am, I told you that you're going to have to put your headphones on or else you're going to have to turn that off. I looked at her, I said, that ain't me. That's her. She said, oh, well, thank you for following the rules. Bitch.
No, come back here. Let me.
So we're not going to acknowledge it. So there's like
come back here.
So we're not going to acknowledge the fact
that
we're
not going to
acknowledge
that I got earbuds in and the white family in front of me. This is why I felt. I felt like it was about to go down. I felt because white people like that reverse racism stuff. They love throwing that out there, and it does exist, but we don't give a fuck. Like we don't care. Like does it exist? Yeah, does it happen? Yeah, you ain't got 300, 400 years of history on your reverse racism. Yeah, get it. We get it. But I just thought that when dude said that, I said, oh, it's about to go to and let me tell you something. I love them ladies who hooked me up. I love y'all. But y'all conversations were entirely too loud in the front. Like, y'all wasn't supposed to have that conversation entirely. Like y'all almost made me mad because when y'all were discussing me, y'all were laughing.
Oh, what were they talking about?
After 3 minutes, their conversation had nothing to do with me sitting there.
Oh.
It had nothing to do with my seat change. It turned into whoever this one lady was that was working with them. They turned into that whole thing, and I was like, "Girl, can I please just sit down?" All right, let's take a break. Little quick black and mild break. And then let's go to
the baseball.
What do y'all want to go?
I mean, you got the baseball player choking his wife. The police. Yeah.
Why are we mad at Jack? At what was the old girl's name that always shows her ass all over the place?
Who?
The girl who's the singer. What's her name?
That shows her ass every time.
All over the place. Big girl.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Lizzo.
Oh, Lizzo.
As soon as you said big girl and always showing her body.
And why are we mad at Rihanna having pajamas showing her ass out?
I don't know.
I guess when Lizzo do it, it's more of a pride thing and embracing that, you know, the thicker curves is beautiful. And when Rihanna do it, it's she's this skinny itch. You know, that's how they look at her and showing
that
off.
Skinny itch. She's a
Is she skinny? I'm gonna say, ain't Rihanna thick now?
Nah, because she's pregnant.
Because I mean, at one time she blew up and then she went back down. She had gained.
My ASAP Rocky,
like a grown woman.
Yeah. Rihanna pregnant. Rihanna ain't never been thick.
I can show you a picture where she was eating as many burgers as I was eating.
That wasn't called thick. That was called just gaining weight. That was just called just gaining weight.
So Rihanna getting backlash from the photo or something?
No, she's not. But my point is, she got this Instagram thing where her ass is out. She got pajamas with the ass is cut out, and I'm like,
Is her line, her Fenty line?
I guess
promoting. Probably that.
It could be a Fenty line, but if Lizzo did that, would have been killing her. Like, really, Rihanna, how much money you got to make before you don't have to show your actual ass? And how much money?
Maybe she just like doing it. I don't know.
But I'm okay with them. I'm contradicting myself because I'm like, I can't get mad at Lizzo because I'm really saying it is because I don't like the way your ass looks.
Probably.
And that's unfair.
Yeah, if it's an ass you like to look at, then it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay when Rihanna is showing her ass and her pajama bottoms have it cut out. But if Lizzo would have said that by Lizzo again. So
why you don't like Lizzo's behind?
I don't like Lizzo's behind on one situation, which her insecurity really, really showed out. When she went to the Laker game and in front of 20,000 people started twerking with no drawers on, just showing her ass. Because now you look like the buffoon at a carnival. And you got kids there. And I hate to say it, there's nobody who has more pressure than African-American women. And once you do that, you let all these white dudes sit up in there and look at you like you're just that. Yeah, you're just that. That was the one time I was like, Lizzo, I wish somebody would have grabbed you.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. That was too much. Now, when she's on stage and stuff, if that's a part of her show, do you? But you went to the game like that?
You went to the game like that. I'm like, no.
And set your butt on the seat, your bare butt.
And didn't understand why people were and then everybody goes to they were fat shaming her. No, they were shaming her because I got my kid here. Like, we're not always gonna go to fat shaming and shaming in general. Like, that is the go-to for everybody. Everybody's like, oh, you this shaming me. You're that. You're alcohol shaming. No, I'm a drunk. What are you talking about? There is like, stop playing. Like, stop using this. But we'll talk. Stacey said, Mike, everybody on IG Live.
What up, Jacqueline? Good morning.
I want to, so what you say, Jay Black, that you want to talk about?
The baseball player, because I know we had the theme with the other guy beating up his girlfriend. Now we got somebody else choking his girlfriend. The cops caught him in the act. He got verses tonight. Who's deal tonight?
Who's versing tonight?
It's going to be a quick one tonight. No, it's Bone Thugs and Harmony versus 3-6 Mafia. You not excited?
Oh,
no, nobody.
I'm going to be watching those Facebook videos of the boy that got slapped by that girl.
Oh, yeah, he got to go for me.
They got a whole they got a whole list of videos. I'm starting to wonder, are they doing this
is a scam
to make money? Because they on there fighting and she going off, he crying, she telling him that the baby ain't his and she slept with his friend. He up there crying.
But you're not gonna watch Versus then tonight. You're gonna miss
I'm gonna watch Versus. I
miss my Uncle Charles, y'all. I think they got like 2 joints at the Thuggers Ruggers Bomb.
Man, the fact that you said you're so East Coast, the fact that you said they only have 2 joints, you're so.
I know,
maybe
right?
3, and then the Biggie one don't count because that's really Biggie. But
no, that's their song. Biggie only had 1 verse.
But Biggie made it like it's his. But I give him 3. Okay. I give him in 3-6 Mafia. I definitely
You're so East Coast.
I don't
You're
see
so
how
East
they got 20 each.
Dog, 3 6 Mafia got a lot of joints, yo. A lot.
Hard Out Here for a Pimp.
That's not even one of the joints that they even.
That was the Oscar winner.
That's not even the one that they really be.
So name, all right, give me 3 6 Mafia.
I'm telling you,
exactly.
No, don't exactly me. I'm from the East Coast.
That's right. So
it's like asking. It's like asking somebody from damn Houston to tell me 10 KRS-One song. They're gonna be like, I know he's dope. I have no idea. There was no internet back then. There was nothing. You either had to watch them when they came to your city. Your radio station wasn't playing them.
That's true. Okay, Emerald. Yes, Music Emerald. I remember that one. I do know that.
So if we really
research, we are not excited. Rocky Seeley. He said we are not excited about the verses. We are not.
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
I'm not. I mean, you said 3 6 Mafia on there. I might watch it just for that, but.
Bone Thugs and Harmony. See, we all forget. How old are you? Oh, never mind. Because I'm not supposed to ask women that. But
I know Bone Thugs and Harmony though.
It was
y'all gotta understand. Bone Thugs and Harmony was on fire.
They got hits because we played them here. We played it here in Dallas.
Meet me at the Crossroads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they miss my Uncle Charles, y'all. After you miss his Uncle Charles, and then it's like it goes downhill from there.
No, but see, you say downhill, but that's just from an East Coast mentality. Because he wasn't gonna. You gotta understand, Jay Black is a radio dude, and Jay Black, all he knows is radio. Everything hot to him was based on radio. I always tried to tell him this. Everything that was hot was not on radio. It was always just we go play it on radio, so it's gonna be hot. Bone Thugs, they had their hot radio song, but you got to realize the East Coast wasn't playing their bangers because we was the East Coast, and we were assholes.
All right, so we can go after the break. We can go through a couple of these some greatest hits, I guess, if they even have a greatest hits. I'm curious. And 3 6 Mafia.
If they have a greatest hits, yeah. Bone Thugs and Harmony, they did.
Hey Jay, why do you think? Why do you think verses? If they didn't have hits, why do you think Biggie put them on the most important album of his life, the second one?
You think they asked him? Can you please put?
No, I believe Diddy was like, "Yo, we're trying to make up for this East Coast West Coast thing, and we got to get the hottest rappers from every part of this country and put them on." They would not have put. That was the most important album of Biggie's life. We didn't even know he was going to die before the album came out.
Somebody, Music's Emerald says she got 3 joints for them off the top of her head. So that's why I'm like 20.
No, I leave 3 off the top. Okay, yeah, Tatter Club up. What else she said? I can't see that.
All right. So I get what you're saying, Mike, at that time, but Miss My Uncle Charles y'all was popping at that time. They were everywhere.
That's the only part you know of that song.
Yeah, okay. Let me hear you rhyme. Giving it up to the buck. Yeah, okay, yeah. Good luck.
Rocky Seeley said they do have a few hits, but none of us sit around and play Bone Thugs and Harmony on a regular.
Nah.
There's a few songs that I'll pull up.
There's a bunch of artists that were popping. Because we don't play them on a regular doesn't mean, because we don't play them on a regular, dog. There's only like a handful of artists that we still play on a regular. Because we so brainwashed. There's only a handful of artists that we still play their music on a regular. Like as a group. Like I play a ton of rappers that people were like, oh, they would just, okay. Yo, they were major. But we're the disposable culture, and we blame it on the kids now. We're the disposable culture because we'll have somebody who was killing the game and then toss them to the side. I'm like, it was all right. No, it wasn't all right. They were selling arenas. Every radio station in this country wanted Bone Thugs and Harmony to headline their annual birthday fest, Christmas fest.
Yeah.
They wanted Bone Thugs.
The Jingle Jam.
Name all the members. Let's go. How many members in Bone Thugs and name them?
I'm from the East Coast.
I don't even remember that. I remember the.
If I really think about it, yeah. If I think about it, but I'll tell you right now, the station that we worked on, they would have loved to have Bone Thugs and Harmony. They would have died to have them, but they couldn't afford them.
There you go. Miss your Uncle Charles, y'all. See? Everything go back to Miss your Uncle Charles, y'all.
And every time you get a song, like people from other cities will give their favorite Biggie song. And those aren't my favorite Biggie songs because y'all not from New York.
Shawnee, what's your favorite Biggie song? Being from down Texas.
My favorite Biggie song is Hypnotized because I remember when it dropped, I was at the Kappa Beach party riding down the beach wall, the seawall.
Hypnotized.
And that was a fun time. I think we played that like 3,000 times that day. We played
I'll tell you right now,
time.
if you ask me to name a bunch of Too Short songs, or you ask me to name a bunch of Scarface songs, I'm not going to be able to name a bunch of them. But guess what? They all deserve to be on Versus. You're not from them cities. You're not from them cities.
Yeah, they did the Too Short E40. That was the lowest turn up.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
they had one. It was horrible. Yeah. They had horrible numbers.
Scarface and all them cats.
It's the first of the month.
I respect them.
Cats and chicks and that's first right. That was a bang.
Yes, that's what I said. 3 maybe 4.
Yesterday was the first of the month, and all my money gone
in their era. Exactly.
I had to get braids for 2 girls.
In their era,
insurance. I'm like,
in their era, they were. Every radio station, I will say it again, wanted them to headline their show because they could sell out 15,000 tickets and get your show popping.
Well, they would have been bigger if Easy would have been around longer. They probably would have been a larger group.
Everything would have been they would have been. Everything would have been different if we didn't kill our rappers. Don't let me get into it.
Well, we didn't kill Easy.
We killed Easy.
We didn't kill Easy.
No. I mean that. Yeah,
you gonna say the lifestyle did it?
Yeah.
No. Suge said it on Jimmy Kimmel that he hit him with a needle with blood in it. Go YouTube it.
Yeah, you going somewhere allegedly stuff.
Go YouTube it. Go
YouTube
Jimmy Kimmel
gave Easy
needle
blood.
He did. Yes. Yeah, they said he stabbed him with the needle. And put that in him. He sure did. But we don't know. Suge Knight be lying. You don't know. He be just moaning.
Well, we killed Tupac. We killed Biggie. We killed Big L. We killed all the young rappers. No, man, listen. We have a whole culture of rappers that we ain't kill them. Young Dolph, we killed him.
Yeah.
Stop playing. But that's a whole nother story. I'm too happy right now. I'm not getting it because when you start saying stuff like you want to know who's the best at killing Black and Hispanic people? Black and Hispanic people.
You have a great day too, Chicken Wing.
You win this stuff. You gotta. It's the company you keep, the lifestyle you
and then after we go to the funeral, I'm gonna say it again. After we go to the funeral, and we mourn. And we're like, oh my God, this is so bad. Then we get in a car and play music that says the same exact thing that just happened. The same exact thing that just happened. We get in the car and we start singing and turn that up. Run up on your funeral and hit your kids. And then when it happens, we go like, who does? That's so disrespectful.
No, you know what irritated me? This Jackie Avant, the legendary godfather of music, the 81-year-old grandmom getting shot, like that hit different for me. I'm like, who shoots a grandmom? Like that was just weird to me. That lady, they've been married for 54 years. I mean, I know that story is a lot of weird stuff.
Who shoots a kid? Like it kills me when we like. There's a famous comedian.
Who's a person?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, kids and all.
George Carlin. George Carlin. You said it right on point. George Carlin is famous comedian, amazing, iconic, one of the best that ever did it. Said I can't stand when people say it's a shame she died so young. So it's okay when I die older.
Well, it hit different.
No, it
hit different because we wanted it. We wanted it. In actuality, take this the way you want to take it. She was on her way out anyway.
Yeah, but her getting shot. I mean, I don't think she should have went out. Well, it don't matter what I think, but I mean, I think it's kind of messed up that she went out.
A senior citizen
that way.
I mean, you didn't have.
What was going on with that, Jay? Because I didn't get to read the story. I mean, I know who the guy is, but I don't.
Apparently, it was. I mean, Mike was reading it too. I mean, this even the cops said it didn't seem random. But yeah, it was a break-in, and they end up shooting her. She was the only one that got hit. I guess they shot at security too, but security didn't shoot back because they don't know if they had guns on them or not. But apparently, they had security. It's in a really expensive area in Beverly Hills, and it was a break-in, and they shoot one fatality. They shot her in the stomach. So I don't know
if she, where they lived.
In their house in Beverly Hills.
Story inside. There's a story inside this story, and you know what?
So maybe he didn't help somebody or something, because he was the gatekeeper. He was a gatekeeper. He is a gatekeeper. Let me say it like that.
Some comments was talking about insurance money, making it seem like he has. I don't know. It's all type of weird stuff that you like. I guess the truth hasn't came out yet, so people speculating. Because who shoots someone that age, and why wasn't?
He was in the house.
He was in the house, and he wasn't harmed. And usually they look right at the spouse anyway first, but he's in his 90s. But then again, the flip side, I think they've been together so long. If she's not there, he may. Some people can't live without the other person when you've been together that long. So
I saw a story. I saw a story on Netflix. I saw.
Yeah, like that. That's deep. Like that for some reason. That
felt. And he was 90. So
at 90, that somebody would have their spouse killed at 90 for insurance.
I don't think that at all. At all. That's why I'm saying that some idiot young boy trying to rob them. But how do you? I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah. Did they get anything? So other than shooting her and killing her, did they take anything from the house?
For every report I've seen, I didn't see anything that said that. And I do know Tyler Perry's behind it now, saying he's putting all the money up. He's gonna help make sure they find out who did this. So
yeah, so maybe he wouldn't help somebody, or he didn't help somebody the way they wanted, and it's probably somebody young. They probably about 18, 19, 25, something like that.
LA's a mess. If y'all saw the Instagram thing where people were just sitting at a place just eating, just a regular place, and a dude came in and walked around the tables, put the gun to old boy. I can't believe y'all ain't see this. DL Hughley posted it, and everybody was like, "I've been to this spot." Just walked in, had the gun cocked, pointed it at him, and the dude just took off his watch, and the girl took off, and then he walked right out.
What?
Yeah.
And that's on DL's page. Sean, you probably should find that clip. So
yeah.
Is it because of the holiday season coming off the pandemic?
I don't care. I'm so tired of us making excuses for our ignorant ass behavior, yo.
Wow.
I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of dudes being able to run up in spots, and I'm sitting with my girl, and you stick a gun. You got the gun by your pouch, and you stick the gun while I'm having brunch. I don't want it. I know I know we'll have Dr. Smith on here, and I know what I'll get. I know what the sociology and everything that goes on the block and everything like that. Dog, like sometimes I get so mad at us.
What up, Dave? Business Bully.
I get so absolutely frustrated. Dave.
So he walked in. So they didn't stop him. So are you saying nobody could see the gun until he got up on?
I don't care if they saw the gun. Shawnee, if you sitting at the table, somebody sticks a gun to you, you know what you do? What he did.
You gotta give up everything.
You take everything off, and then they walk out.
I hope that I do that, because a gun been put in my face before and I ain't reacted.
And that's what I thought maybe with Jackie Avant, that maybe she saw the person in the house and went to approach them like, get out of here. You're like, and they could have, like, because senior citizens are more brazen in trying to check people, because usually people back down to a senior citizen to shoot at somebody. That's so weird to me to shoot. I mean, and like you said,
what world do you live in, Jay Black, that people back down to senior citizens? What world do you live in?
To shoot and kill somebody that's 81 years old when you know you're wrong in the first place and breaking in the house?
You got morals on this shit now?
It just hit different.
Criminals got morals now.
This felt different to me. It hurt. That hurt. I'm being
honest. What? This happens all the time. I was on a payphone years ago. I watched the old lady get mugged. I'm in the Bronx at a funeral. I'm on a payphone. And this is back in like 90 something. Like, this is what I'm talking. Like, man,
Dave Anderson, even he said it feels like something deeper is at play here, because hey, like that's what we were saying earlier, Dave, that they saying that no one else was injured, no one else was hurt.
They got the white lady on tape on Instagram too. She walking her dog, and she got the kid in the stroller. She's going up to her mansion, and then as the gates are closing, they run up on her. Dog, it's a mess out in LA right now.
But like you said, it's everywhere.
Oh, it was at Roscoe's Chicken and Ruffles.
Oh, with the deal, the postal person pulling up getting robbed no, it can't be. Well, it may be.
Roscoe's got robbed I think maybe a year ago. They came in and robbed them for all the chicken.
Louis Sequisa saying what I was thinking, Mike, the streets always had a code. No elderlies and no kids.
That's a lie. But that's a lie. They were selling crack to pregnant chicks. That's a lie. My grandfather got mugged at a 229th on the 2 train. And they scammed. That's it. I hate when these thieves and these criminals try to act like they got codes. Y'all ain't got no codes. My grandfather y'all robbed him, y'all bitch asses. And then y'all try and make these rappers, and y'all rappers were like, we got codes. Y'all ain't got no goddamn codes. It's killing me how these cats be acting like all these no snitch laws and all of the we do this and like y'all some type of organization. All y'all do, and then the funny thing is the majority of the people y'all rob is just people that look just like you. So shut up.
Mm-hmm. You robbing the people that ain't got no money.
Y'all stay selling crack right on our block. Go ahead, be bold and take it to their high school. Take it to that white boy high school, be bold. You won't, because there's a sign that says, if you get caught, a drug-free school zone.
Yeah.
Y'all be killing me with that, like, fuck y'all. Like, whatever, man. You a thief, don't think I'm going to look up to you. Stop. You a criminal, don't think I'm going to look up to you. Stop. You a drug, I'm so tired.
I don't respect the man that gets shot. I respect the shooter.
Yeah.
Ain't that what some of the lines say?
What?
No,
that's what Jay said.
It was a line from a quote from a popular song.
That's what my contradiction is of watching Black Mafia Family, BMF. It's because I know how I can watch it. I watch it from a point of, I know this is a true story. I really shouldn't be celebrating this. I take it as entertainment.
Yeah.
But we really shouldn't be celebrating this.
Right.
But there are people who watch it who celebrate it. There are people who really watch and celebrate it.
Yeah, and they want to do it. They want to be that. They aspire to live that way.
And that's my whole dilemma with it. Because I know so many, there's a, 14, 15-year-old kid who's like, yo, yeah, I know so-and-so died. I know so-and-so. Man, listen. This is the whole contradiction of the contradiction. Like, Shawn.
What's D.L. Hughley's page?
D.L. Hughley?
I think it's D.L. Yeah, I think it's at D.L. Hughley.
It's a black and white video.
Now I don't want to see it.
It's on the Shade Room. It's on, I'll find it. They just walked in and pointed the gun at people. And you know what people in Texas will tell you? This is what Texas will tell you. That's why everybody needs to carry their gun. Everybody needs to carry their gun.
Well, if somebody run up on you while you eating dinner, you ain't got no time to react.
But just they'll be like, when they turn around, they walk away from you. If you got your gun on your hip.
But then you're no longer a threat. Then now legally you're caught up because the threat was leaving you. You
don't live in Texas. That's why you bunch of vaginas don't even understand. Once they turn around.
If you're shooting them in the back, that means the threat wasn't okay.
Jay, you can have your laws. I'm just telling you. So what you this is the hypocrisy. What you got a gun for then? If somebody robs you and they say you can't shoot them when they turn around after robbing you, the fuck you got a gun for then?
I want to debate you, but I'm not.
What do you got a gun for then? If they robbed you and your kids, what you got a gun? What is the point of having a gun?
Well, I don't even carry mine. Most of the time I forget to take it with me, or it's in the car. If we go somewhere and something happens, it's in the car.
If somebody has a gun to you, and so the only way you can use it is by you taking out the gun as the gun is in your face.
Yeah,
because we're gonna do a movie. We're gonna do the Matrix.
Clip in it. I have to do all of that because it's not ready to go.
No, it should be on go at all points.
No, I don't have it on go because that makes me nervous.
Stay ready. You gotta get ready.
What if the girls? I mean, they know that it's here. They know how to use it, but it's like I don't want no accidents.
Oh no! If I have a gun, I'm keeping that thing loaded. Once I go out there, But it's the scary. This is a scary thing. It's going down, yo. It's going down out here, and I said I did not want to be right. I said this. Y'all don't stop calling me. I said this 7 years ago. When they kept making it easier for people to get guns, they got another one where a custody battle ended, where a guy brought his gun to the house. What do y'all think when y'all let everybody have guns? What do y'all think they're gonna be used for?
Well, the man lived at the house that had the gun. So the dad came to pick his son up. The dad and the mom were divorced. Okay. The dad was supposed to be there at 3:00. He ended up showing up at 4. Sometimes things happen. So the man that the mom is now dating is the estranged husband of a judge here in DFW. So he's still married, really. And he got into it when the man, they didn't want to get a man his baby because he was an hour late, which is crazy. And so the man that's her new boyfriend, that's the estranged husband of the judge, came out with a rifle. And shot. First he shot a warning shot into the ground by the man's foot to tell him to leave. And that's when the dad, he ain't hit him, but he, it's like you shot at him, so he kind of reacted. And then the man stepped back and just shot that man right there.
Coward.
They all taping it. And I'm like, this man literally died trying to get his child. I mean, Coward. Why would you just give him his son? What's the problem?
Just make sure you're
so what he like
the same aggression that you have. This is what I talk about cowards. Same aggression that you have the same aggression you would have if you didn't have the gun. Then I respect you. Act the same way. Like if there was no gun, okay, you are an hour late, you're not gonna get the kid, now we're gonna fight.
But why? Just give him his kid.
I mean, no, I don't know the back. I don't know the backstory.
And they're not charging the man.
Because I don't know
charging him.
Of course they're not. Of course.
Because that's the protect your castle rule. Because it was his thing. But now his wife, the guy that shot the man, his wife is filing for full custody of their children, plus the woman's kids. Because I'm like, if I shoot somebody, mama, and then I'm supposed to be their stepmama, I'd be scared to sleep in the house with that child. You done killed your boy daddy.
Stacey said, I hate guns so much, I never let my son play with water guns or point his fingers like a gun. Yeah, you're a responsible parent.
Well, does that mean because I take my daughters to the range, that makes me not responsible?
No, I'm saying with their kids.
No, with them, because the little boy in Walmart pointed a toy gun at me. And I looked at his daddy, and his daddy grabbed it and put it down. I'm like, he shouldn't even have that anyway. Why is he pointing the gun at somebody?
I mean, they were going to make this a violent culture. We've always been a violent culture. The entire America.
Cowboys and Indians, everybody with the little kids. They're always guns. Always been around. It's been responsible. They say guns don't kill people. People kill people.
Ain't never a gun shot itself on its own. I hate that dumb comment.
I should have had my gun with me that day in Walmart, and that little boy pointed a gun at me. I should have pointed my real gun at him. So
no, you shouldn't have. No, you shouldn't.
I was just saying,
I
don't be letting your kids walk around do that and do that.
No, you shouldn't. That would have been really bad.
I know it really would have.
Yeah, that's not responsible.
I just need.
Did you hear about Mark Wilson in jail because he killed a teenage girl that was in a truck trying to run them off the road?
Who is Mark Wilson?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Sound like some road rage, and he got out of hand.
Listen, I just say now. I said it before.
Yeah, I would have went to jail.
The genie is out the bottle. Everybody's gonna have a gun, and there's gonna be a chance your life could end over any dispute. It could end over somebody not. Somebody at a store could not allow somebody to return something because they don't have a receipt. It could end with that person coming back and killing that person. Because cowards are out here, and people are cowards, and people are angry. And just be careful, y'all.
There's no regard for life anymore.
No regard for life. And that look, get a gun. They won. It either has to be one way or another. Nobody has guns, or everybody has it. You can't be halfway in. And America, they're like, the Second Amendment, we should have guns, which makes no sense because the reason those laws were put up is because it was a whole long story. So now it's over. Get your guns.
All right. We take a break and we come back. We got our psychic today. We got our Dexter Kendrick will be joining us, Mike.
Yeah,
and we also got the judge. We also got the judge coming back. We had the judge on a couple weeks ago. I know she's running for office. So
Amber Givens, Judge Amber Givens.
Judge Amber Givens out in Texas. She should be
coming on as well today. The judge is here. The judge is here. The judge is here. The judge. All right, y'all. We'll take a break. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Yeah.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out.
Why in the world? See, here's the thing. And I'm tired of black people. And this is what I mean. And this isn't any type of, and I mean the majority of black people I'm tired of. You want to know why? You continue to sell yourselves out to other people. Dr. Claude Anderson, who basically created the reparations map for you, who worked in the Carter administration and worked at all levels of government, wrote a book called Powernomics and told you what you needed to do. He also said it should be a sin if your child has to go outside of your neighborhood to go get a job. But y'all sitting up here getting all educated and putting yourselves into debt, ruining your debt to income ratio so they can legally redline you when you try to get a house. You sit up there and you act like it is okay for somebody to tell you how often you can go to the bathroom, how long you need to eat lunch, and also begging a bunch of individuals who could not probably do your job as well as you do for a 3% cost of living increase. You literally sold yourself back into slavery in a free market economy where a kid whose life and legacy started in the Richard Allen projects does not answer to absolutely anybody. And I got a 725 on my SATs. I am sick and tired of black people acting like it is okay to play victim when you chose to lay down and when you could have got yourself up, gotten a goddamn Etsy site or Shopify or sold pies or cookies or cakes or anything, but you continue to ask people for permission to go to your kid's little league soccer game, and you wonder why they continue to take your rights from you. I charge black people with being complicit because they can't walk all over you until you turn yourself into a welcome mat by laying down.
What you're saying is absolutely right, and we got the snaps and claps, and I agree with what you're saying. I will also tell you there's never been a race of people that there's been a plot against from the inception. So the brainwash that has happened to black people has unprecedented. It's unprecedented. Amen. There's never been as much money put in. There's never been a systematic system put in that has taken people from another country, brought them here and brainwashed them. So I understand what you said, Dave, and I don't disagree. But I also understand that the plot that has been put here is historical and has never been touched before. Search Media Room 360 on all streaming platforms. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Yeah. We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do. Michael Shawn wears tight shirts every day. I wear tight shirts because I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when the summer comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my six-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning at work and when I grieve. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Yeah. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Every day.
Mike Shawn wears
tight shirts. To the gym or wherever.
tight shirts.
Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, Michael Shawn and We the Worst Records, Pluto, Aristotle, and P Skills have just destroyed or created another perfectly horrible song. Yeah. Check out the next single, Grown Man Wearing Skinny Jeans.
That's it, bro. Mix it up, bro.
Don't never stop if you wanna be on top, yeah.
tap in.
Tap in, tap in. Oh man, what's good, everybody? Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends.
Hey, good morning. Dex is here.
Good
Dex.
morning.
Hey,
good morning,
everybody.
Dex.
Psychic.
What's going on, Dex?
I'm about to introduce him right now.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Dex is in the building. He's in the building. He got the Christmas tree up. He got the whole. What's wrong?
Yeah,
This video you sent.
Oh, y'all didn't see that video. That's what I meant to send y'all earlier, yesterday. It's the most disgusting. Well, I'm not gonna say the most disgusting. It's just, boop boop. That's the sound of the police. Boop boop. That's the sound of the beast. That's what it is.
What's the world having?
It was a handicap. Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Oh, I saw that this morning.
What did he do?
He shoplifted, and they called in, and he was a handicapped man and in a wheelchair. And they called the cops, and the cops said, "Don't you go back in that store." Now we have this they've already fired the cop. But we need him to go to jail for life. He literally just let off 8 shots on the guy in a wheelchair going back into the store.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Like, everybody, put that in your brain and let that simmer first.
He didn't shoot the tires out.
And it's all video. It's
right.
We saw the actual situation on how this goes down. He was nowhere near the guy. Obviously, the guy put his life in no danger. It's not a threat.
None.
He shoots.
When you shoot somebody in the back, that means they're not facing you.
Yeah,
and you in a wheelchair. I just said that too. Yeah,
they're not facing you. So how are you in imminent danger for use of deadly force? Like, there's no excuse for that.
He killed that man. All right,
you gonna introduce our guest because I see he got his Christmas tree up.
Oh, I just said that.
Yeah,
I ain't even hear you say the Christmas tree.
I just said it.
I missed that part. I was probably looking at that video.
Yep. Dexter is in the building at Love 911 Terra. Just make sure, listen, people, I'm about to put my Instagram live on. When we get this man is official. He said some things to me that have actually come to light. And it was scary. And I was like, oh, damn. I said, he said I was not going to be busy a certain month. And he said things are going to start livening up and almost on cue. I don't know what the hell he got going on. But
it's the universe, man. The universe is timing.
I don't even want to look at you directly in your eyes. I'm scared. But he was right. And things have picked up and a lot of things are happening almost, I'm not going to say exactly, but in the window that you put up.
Yeah. Absolutely. Time is really fluid. So when a psychic's telling you something about the future, it's like they're grabbing a snapshot of time, but you can make the choice, anytime within that window.
So I just decided, all right, I'm gonna plan accordingly and see what goes down. So far everything's been good.
I'm excited for you. Definitely excited.
Thank you. And everybody, before I go here, let me get on IG Live so everybody can start getting their questions.
Excited for us, by the way. We went in all in. By the
way.
You said what?
I said excited for us.
Okay.
We're definitely a soul group. I said this before. Like, there's a reason why we've come together at this time doing this work, and life is pulling each of us in different directions, which is a really positive thing.
All right, let me get everybody.
We're pulling our energy here.
Send me your when you ask your question. When you ask your question, just hit us with your birthday, and please be specific. Don't just say like, how's my I don't know, how's my financial situation gonna be for the next 2 years? No, we need direct things, like something that's going on in your life. So let me get
is there some retrogrades to get started with, Dex? Is something going on retrograde wise? Is certain signs right now in trouble or got it easier?
Yeah, there's a couple different things going on, right? I'm sorry?
No, go ahead.
That's a thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a couple different things going on right now. One, Neptune went retrograde this week, which basically means we're going to be asked and tested a little bit in terms of the ideas we have for ourselves and the futures we're trying to create for ourselves. We're going to be tested to see, well, can it stand up to reality, right? Where are we? Where can imagination meet the real world? So we're going to be asked that question for the next 4 months. Let's see, until we get to until we get to June. So from now through June, you're going to see a lot of your dreams coming true, actually.
Hey.
The ones that can be made real between now and June. I'll also predict some things for Mike Shawn for next year. So that falls in this window as well. But it also is going to require us to be honest about where we've been selling ourselves a little bit short. So we're going to be asked to kind of step into our confidence level as well. And then 2, as far as like Venus is also traveling through Capricorn. So right now, everybody's being asked to look at their career, like what it is that they love doing about life, their passions, if their other employment is getting in the way. All those questions are coming up between now and March of next year. So you can also look to the year of 2010, which is about 8 years ago, and see what themes showed up then about your career, the direction your life was headed in, decisions you made at that time that will be coming back around, and you'll be asked if they're still relevant.
Oh, damn.
So yeah, just a little something to kind of get us started. Yeah,
2010. I'm trying to think what was going on 2010. Oh, Tamron was born in 2010. My daughter, my baby girl.
No, it's crazy. I was damn near in the same situation.
You could jump on IG Dex.
And I am not.
You got your phone.
I was damn near in the same situation, which is spooky. Okay.
Yeah, 2010 that wasn't a good year. That was the year I had a stroke, Dex.
Okay, well, so then look at 2013 as well.
What?
Oh, now 2013 was a good year. Yeah.
No, because exactly. 8 years. So 8, yeah, that would be
2021 minus 8 is 2013.
Okay. Oh, that was a beautiful year. That was
2013.
I was popping in 2013.
You're going to be revisited by a lot of those themes.
Now. Oh, right. Yes, money gonna be right.
Said,
now, how long is it gonna last?
Good question. Well, hold on, let me fix this real quick. The movement is happening between now and March, but it's going to have longer term themes all the way through next year. So next year is going to be a bit of a boon. If 2013 was a boon for you, then 2022 is also going to be a leap forward, especially professionally.
What was Kelly J's question? Kelly J had a question up there. Kelly J 8-2. What does December look like for me?
I don't know if that's too generic.
It looks like you're doing a number of different. You got a couple different things cooking. My guide is showing me you putting stuff in the oven, and I think it's not just literal. I think it's also figurative. So you got a lot of different things cooking. Also, too, you want to start putting your money in some ways that are going to grow and work for you. I'm seeing this change of heart card, which is the magician card. I think before perhaps you might have been telling yourself some dialogues around money that were too small to live in. Perhaps you didn't have enough money, didn't have enough time. There's some things happening now, especially as you're aging, that you're beginning to ask yourself some larger questions about thinking about the future. And that's going to be moving you all the way through April as well. So what you're doing December right now, and your birthday is 8-2. Right now, we have an eclipse coming up Saturday in Sagittarius. So this is you kind of taking a look at what matters to you. So you'll see that kind of unfolding into next year.
22 Pooh says his birthday's, or I can't see, but 10-14. Do you see me going back to school? 10-14. Do you see me going back to school?
Yeah. 22 Pooh, what's going on? Do I see you going back to school? I'm seeing you making strides toward it. For whatever reason, it looks like you're walking in it in February. I'm not sure if you begin at that date or if you miss some kind of a deadline. Also, there seems to be an issue with money, but don't let that stop you. As well, this Knight of Pentacles showing up here saying that you end up getting what you want, and look, you end up getting rewarded. So you do have to push through. There's a bit of turbulence coming up around January, February, but you end up getting what you want. Just don't give up.
And you said you saw big things from me?
Yeah, next year. Remember I told you I saw you on the network.
Yeah. Next year. All right. Yeah. Man, listen, boy. Listen. Yeah. Y'all better hurry up.
I want to say, I gotta say, I've been just like you. I've been in some talks with some people, in the industry, and that's why I say we're all literally upgrading together in front of an audience. This is kind of funny because we may not be sharing all of our details about our private contractual conversations, but we all have negotiations happening. So the fact that we're connected indicates, God's moving in this circle. So regardless of who makes a move first, just know your time is coming next. That's how spirit circles work.
Yeah, people are complimenting Shawnee on her glass. I like her glass. I like that innocent.
Those glasses are sharp.
The innocent look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay, where you get that? Before anybody else got some more questions?
I got a question.
Before you ask the question, I want to ask one question. Jay Black, where you get that little the what's that? Elf or something?
The elf on the shelf?
Yeah, what Who is that? Like, what is it?
That's something my wife brought in the house. A couple of little elves, and
elf
it
on
was
the
crazy. Is she was like, I was going to get the dark skin ones to match each of our complexions. I didn't want to do light skin, and I'm like, is it that complicated for elves on the shelf? Like, just buy the ones that they have. It don't got to be colorism with elves. Just buy them.
It does. Yeah, why not?
Oh God, but
Why
elves
not?
too. You want dark skin elf, light skin elf? Come on.
Well, why can't we get one that we like that you would like? I want one that I can, I don't want a white one just because I get labeled white. Like, why can't they have multiple different skin colors? Like, because I don't know where you got that one from. You just threw that on the football.
So you the guy that didn't take your kids to see a white Santa. They had to be look like them. You sort out their black.
Why would I?
I don't know.
I did, but why? But it's really all right. Let's get back to it.
All right, back to the segment.
I was actually just thinking about the whole Santa conversation, and like when I worked on a couple different cruise lines, I was in Norway, and like literally, they don't have sunlight. Like, so Santa legitimately being Norwegian from the top of the globe is like pale.
I like that branding, Dex. I like that branding. I like that branding.
Oh, you dig that?
Yeah.
You got the love 911. Okay, the coffee cups. I like it.
That's what's up.
Anybody got questions? You need direct questions. All we need is your question. Go ahead.
A couple on Instagram. 416 Interior saying, how long will it be before my new business adventures flourishes? Next year, you're going to see like some significant growth as far as your business is concerned. Some people are going to be asking you to produce for them. I think you're selling something or some kind of a product or service. Some people are going to ask you to start producing some things for them. And it looks like it ends up being like a larger corporation. It looks like you also feel like you're not ready when that comes. But it's interesting. You asked me a question about your career. So God is saying you're ready. You're about to be pushed out of the nest, right? So the only real option in order if you want life to keep moving and flourishing, as you just asked about. So we ask God for flourishing, and then God asks us to take a leap. That's always how it works, right? So the Ten of Cups is showing up here saying that there's like some significant positive outcome if you say yes. If you don't say yes, well, then some of the other risks that you've taken, including money and other people's money that have invested in you or that are investing in you, you're going to have a hard time. So you really have two choices. One is one that's challenging and flourishing, and another one that causes you to have to apologize. So give that some thought.
Tyler, you have to put your birthday in order for us to get that. Rochelle said,
Captain. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What were you gonna say?
I just saw somebody. I am Kurt Captain on Instagram. 7-Eleven. General energy reading. All right, general is typically we don't ask for that, but the energy of your aura right now is green. So there's a number of dialogues around self-healing and self-care that are showing up here too. You also seem to be a little bit bitter about some love situations that are going left. So my recommendation, whenever we have this kind of anger, is to make some specific requests of people or realize where your energy actually is better suited. The energy green is not, it's too strong coming off, but you shouldn't be sitting in that energy. It's frustration and anger.
Tyler _Brown 7910-1. When will I get a new car? Dang. When you get a job.
Okay.
I'm playing, Tyler.
No, Mike, how you know?
I'm playing. I play too much. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
In school, I would have hung with you in high school because I was that person. The sarcasm was just left and right. I love people like that. Anyway, Tyler, Tyler saying no, really. Okay, yes, really. So, do I see you getting a new car? Not before March. I don't know. I don't know where the money comes from, whether it's for taxes or whatever. But I don't. It's coming to March.
There was.
I put my glasses on, but let me get this one. 1-4.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Lofton Antoine, I have a wonderful job now at one of the top universities. I've been offered a position in another school, trying to see if I should take a position to stay. Not unable with the current job. Okay. All right. Give me a second. The dialogue about the other school has a lot more possibilities. I'm seeing this number 4 of swords here showing that there's some aspect of the institution that you're already at that's drying up. And also, there's a dialogue around boredom, but there's also an energy around loyalty. So I don't know how loyal you feel to either the people that we may have adopted in the workforce as family, but there's some aspect of your spirit that's telling you to explore.
especially right now since the dialogue around contracts is showing up in Sagittarius, which is directly opposite your birthday. So right now you're being asked by the universe, if you want more, and if you do want more, you'll take this other opportunity.
Let me
if
ask
you
you
don't, you can stay where you are. No crime.
Let me ask you something. When somebody says something like, I always wanted to know what you guys, when you do this, if you're nervous about certain stuff, when let's say you're with somebody says, I have a couple questions about my significant other, and you give the same birthday, and you want to know, is this person my soulmate? Like, how do you go, like, is it just like real rigid where it's just like, look, I put the numbers up and I just read them? Like, does it make you nervous not to say something?
Yeah, it does. It does, because some people's questions are very charged. You know what I mean? So they don't want to hear an answer that is opposed what they're hoping their answer is. And as a psychic, none of that is my job, right? None of that is my job. My job is to deliver it with some loving kindness and to deliver it with a perspective that hopefully is big enough to digest. You know what I mean? Even if we don't like the information. So with sometimes I've said to people, this isn't your last relationship, or this is actually your first marriage.
Oh wow!
I said that to somebody this week. She had already been married once, so the next one that was coming is actually just her second marriage. It's not her last marriage.
Oh wow!
And you have to ascertain, and this is what thankfully my guide does at the beginning of a reading. I tune into somebody before they call me. So I have something to say as soon as I pick up the phone. And that lets me see, all right, do I have to baby this person? Am I going to have to use a filter? You know what I mean? I try to calibrate who I'm talking to.
Yo, shout out to Rudy Rush on here. And somebody on cue said, let me get this.
Soulmate, yeah. So 725.
725, 1992 is Dave my soulmate, and it's 10/31, 1988. So I guess Dave is 1992, 725, and the other person's 10/31.
Okay. Yeah.
Halloween.
Leo and Scorpio. That's a challenging aspect. That's a 90-degree angle. That's friction. That's irritation. That's irreconcilable differences. One of the benefits of the energy of a 90-degree, we call it a square because it's just hard. And the thing that makes it hard is similar to, like, it's not big stuff that, most people can tackle big stuff, but you get a paper cut or something that just gnaws at you and is irritating. It causes you to behave in certain ways that push you. It really pushes you. It's uncomfortable, but it pushes you. So there's a lot of potential in this relationship. What I'm seeing here too, though, is there's some kind of a movement here where you seem to have your eye on some kind of investment. 2 wallets are always better than one. I'm curious what the financial dynamics of this relationship are. There seems to be some financial benefit for you. And I say that with, just with no judgment about, your arrangement, but there seems to be some financial movement ultimately. And this number 4 of Pentacles seems to be stocking up or saving up. I don't know how much you're not that into this partner. I'm sorry, I don't know you, but I'm just gonna have to say it as I see you. You're just not that into this partner. There seems to be some financial benefit here. Either this person's paying your way, or you're saving up, or you're saving up to move out on your own.
So
when I see the swords here and I see you stocking away money, so you're saving up for something, and it doesn't include this part,
which is
but you
smart. Always stack away money up. What do we do? Like, does every sign, people, especially people like Christians?
She said I was paying his way. Okay.
Oh, you're paying.
She was paying his way.
Wow.
Why didn't you say that from the door? We gonna save time, damn it. We gonna save time. I could have read the damn cards.
She's still leaving.
Reconcilable differences.
Does every sign have soulmate signs that they're more conducive to be with? Like, if you're a Pisces 3-2, you have soulmate signs.
So we have signs that are easier, that bring out certain lessons in us. So soulmate signs are not just like a fixed kind of a scenario. People come into your life according to your life curriculum. So if you are seeking to push yourself as a Pisces, then you're going to come into contact with Geminis and Sagittarians who do just that by either causing irritation, friction, creating some kind of a momentum. Yeah, it kind of creates a momentum that pushes us. But if you're a Pisces who's coming in here to learn how to relax, then you'll probably come across a lot of Scorpio or Cancers, right? So
I'm a Scorpio.
Yeah, see, so perhaps that's a part of
what is Scorpio? What months of Scorpios and Cancers? What months are those?
I'm November 9th.
Scorpio starts on October 24th and ends on November 22nd. And you said Cancer? Cancer starts on June 22nd and ends on July 23rd.
And I remember he said Virgos and Capricorns were good matches. I remember that.
That's true. Yeah.
And Scorpios are good matches with who?
So it depends on the lesson they're here to learn. Like if they're really here
that.
to kind of get somebody to understand them, then it'll be Pisces or Cancer.
Mike.
If it's to challenge or to kind of be a sounding board, then it'll be Taurus. And if it's to kind of push us and to create a significant amount of friction and irritation, then it'll be Leo or Aquarius.
So you say Geminis are here to irritate me? So I get that. I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's certain signs that have traits that will either push you or make you more comfortable. Because Stacey's a Gemini, and irritation, like God bless her, like I love her, but shit.
But and what's interesting, you'll know that this is like the square energy, the friction energy, because if somebody else were to do something that irritates you, it doesn't gnaw at you the same way as when she does it. You know what I mean? You feel it. It's like, oh my God, this is just. Oh.
But is that because that's his woman?
Like, why are you still here? Like, I need you to even leave the space for a while or something. It's that kind of a forceful movement. It forces us to make a move.
Well, Mustafa 416.
Mustafa, stop. Mustafa.
We're not gonna read that one.
Okay. Wait, why can't y'all read it? 416. Is my wife gonna let me put it in the butt? Like what? Like we gonna judge now what people want to know?
Okay.
That's where this show's going now.
That's what you really want to know, Mustafa.
that we the judges now.
And you got to ask Dex.
Oh my God.
Y'all can't have that conversation in the bedroom.
That is so crazy. I don't think people understand the images we get as psychics when people ask.
What image you get?
Yeah, what image did you get?
The same image you got, right? We all receive an image if we're getting a descriptive question. And so I guess when I'm like in a certain vibration, it's just stronger. So it's like 3D.
Yeah,
416. Is your wife gonna ever let you put it in the butt? I don't see her saying no.
It just sounds so funny to repeat the question too, right?
I don't see her saying no.
It's like no.
This is where we're going to. Okay.
All right, Rochelle _Bush 55 123. 123. My lower back had me in bed for 4 days. I'm going to need surgery sooner than I think. What's the question?
And she's asking, will she need
surgery
sooner than she thinks?
Okay.
Emma, sorry.
You seem to be making a decision between March and April about surgery.
Mm-hmm.
You seem to be making a decision about March or April. For some reason, the cost seems to be a factor to you as well. That's interesting because if it's something that you need, but cost seems to be an issue for you. And also, this 10 of Wands is showing up. There seems to be some kind of issue with getting the procedure done. I think it keeps getting pushed back. There must be something happening with COVID, in our society. There's another wave coming. I didn't know that until just now, so I'm just kind of saying that. But I mean, I guess we've seen it on the news too.
Yeah.
So Jadella, I guess. No, I'm sorry. No, Smith Angel 1988. She's Virgo. What's blocking her Shirakas?
Oh, okay. Give me a second.
Shut up, boy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The first thing my guide is showing me is this lower chakra, right? I was just talking about this in my class the other day on transforming and healing the spirit. This lower chakra, which is our sexual chakra, it needs opened, my love. So we can create lots of different emotional waves. We can do certain practices, but orgasm is probably like the biggest one. It looks like there seems to be a blockage along this chakra. You also eat foods that are orange in color. Oranges, tangerines, orange foods like orange peppers, etc.
And that on what? You said she needs to have an orgasm.
Yeah, several.
Oh, several.
Yeah. The second chakra is right in front of the womb and right in front of the prostate for men, right? It's just right below our belly button. And that area is the seat of our creative potential. It holds, the fluids of life, to be honest. And if those things aren't moving, then the other chakras can't function either because we're starting to kind of.
I don't understand it.
Chakras are like doorways of energy where we just kind of receive energy from the universe. And they kind of, take care of certain things like our creativity, our ability to believe in ourselves, our ability to forgive other people.
How do you stimulate the chakras?
So my chakras all jacked up.
Well, the second chakra can be stimulated by having orgasms, by you know.
That's why I've been so creative lately.
Yeah, you would have, right?
I ain't gonna lie, I've been killing like Jay been around like at the comedy show.
Wait, whoa, time
Jay
out.
been around at the comedy show.
Okay, I'm about to throw a flag on the play. Hold on.
What you got that towel over there for, Jay? You got a towel on. You got a towel on demand. What's going on?
No, we got video. I've been like honestly, and I was getting consistent orgasms at the home with my significant other. So and things were sparking a little bit. But now I'm in Texas, so I might just have to go to the massage spot because I can't lose my creativity.
You can do it yourself. I mean, that's one of the we can affect that wave by ourselves, right?
It just doesn't seem to work the same. My creativity ain't the same when it's just.
It's not the same. That's
no, but are you serious? Are you serious? Orgasms help you?
Absolutely. I don't know if you guys know, like, you know, in my other job, I'm a doctor of Chinese medicine. So I was just teaching about this in a class on Monday. It's the seed of our creative potential, right? It carries the seeds of life. Men, it's important for us to know men can have multiple orgasms, but orgasm is not the same as ejaculation. And so many men have that messed up. What? Also, the first orgasm for women is the beginning of sex. It's not the end of sex.
I'm still confused. You just said something. Well, go ahead, Mike, because I don't want to act like I don't know, because I be knowing.
No, go on, Jay. We want to hear what you got to say. Go, Jay.
No, Mike, exit, Mike.
But orgasm and ejaculation are not the same thing.
They're not the same thing at all.
What is the difference? What's the difference?
For those who don't know.
I don't know.
Because Jay don't know. Jay want to know. And I want to know, too. Because I don't know. None of the boxes know, but you.
A lot of times men stumble into their sexuality just by accident, and they follow this wave, you know, the wave that leads to an orgasm, and then ejaculation happens, and they consider that the major ejaculation that happens with the major orgasm is the same, and they're not the same thing. Men have contractions during sex, right? That's that wave of, ooh, you know, do more of that. That's the flutter that goes up and down in the lower part of our stomach, which is the second chakra area, right? So you're feeling that wave, and that wave is smaller and smaller, and it gets bigger and bigger, right? But a man does not have to release his sperm at the same time that he follows that wave. It's just the final wave. So a man does not have to stop at the final wave, and a man can amplify those middle contraction or orgasms. So that can be the end of sex. They can come 9-10 times. A lot of my masturbation sessions, I'm having an orgasm about 6 or 7 times. And by the time I follow that final wave, I'm fully spent. And so this is really human anatomy. Also, it's important for us to understand that people in a coma can also still experience orgasm. So
what?
So orgasm is not the same as ejaculation.
I will say this.
Check out. There's a good book on it. The Multi-Orgasmic Male by Manchak Chia. Really good book.
You can order that on Amazon, because if I start coming 9 times, I'm killing these bitches. Listen to me right now.
It's on Amazon. Well, also too, you have to protect your essence, because it ages you, right? The more you release that fluid, it like ages you. You're losing fluid. It ages you. It literally ages you. So men who, depending on our age, we should be having orgasms or permitted to ejaculate only a few times a week, right? I think if you're in your 30s, it's like twice a day, which is cool.
Somebody tell me, so you're into energy and everything like that, right? You're into like universal energy. And so one person told me every time you have sex with somebody, you actually leave a piece of your soul with that person. I was like, well, damn, but that means I'm soulless.
I think your soul is so much bigger than even just your body. But I'll say, when people are saying that, I think what they mean, I mean, you're certainly leaving your DNA. You know, their energy is certainly on you for a while, similar to how a chair feels if you sit in it right after somebody gets up, right? The energy, that seat doesn't feel like their energy for a long period of time. It fades eventually. So you're not leaving pieces of your soul all over the globe.
Right. Sean Robinson said we're gonna need all these plastic sheets messing around with this. No, I don't. Listen, let me tell you something. I think that's very interesting that when a woman has an orgasm, is the beginning of sex. Is that for all women? Some women are multi-orgasmic, and some of them go to sleep as fast as the guy goes to sleep right after sex.
our sexuality can be caught up with a whole bunch of trauma. So, every woman can have an orgasm, and somebody in a coma can have an orgasm. So can you, right? But there might be things that are blocking that, since we are mental creatures when it comes to our sexuality, whereas bulls and other animals like horses actually have a bone that just falls into the penis. It's not an emotional experience. If the bone just falls into it always works. It lasts less than 10 seconds. We're wired differently. We're wired for intimacy.
Wow. All right. I didn't know you were your expertise.
Who knew that he was a Chinese
sex
therapist, teacher? Who knew? I didn't know. Who was Leo's compatible for? We keep missing. I see a couple comments. Who was Leo compatible for? Like what sign, real quick?
Leo will probably do really well with naturally Aries and Sagittarian placements. It can get boring after a while, but it's definitely going to start off spicy and hot for sure. I mean, the two fire signs come together is combustion. It also can do really well with Libra or Aquarius or Gemini.
All right, so
different experience though.
Tapping into your sex education again, Chinese aspect.
What else don't you know, Jay? So we can school you on.
No, Shawn. So where does wet dreams come from? How does wet dreams? How do people have wet dreams as a teenager, adult, or whoever? If they have them as an adult, whoever.
Perfect example. Most people who experience wet dreams as a teenager don't necessarily have to be dreaming about sex, which gives indication that ejaculation is not the same as orgasm, right? Orgasm is specifically wired for sexual experiences, and wet dreams can happen if you're dreaming about random stuff. You just wake up and have had an ejaculation. So
as a teenager, they're having a wet dream. That's not ejaculation. That's an orgasm. You're saying?
No, it is ejaculation. A wet dream has to be wet, so it has to be an ejaculation. But they do not have to necessarily have had a sex dream, which means it's not an orgasm. It's just
they could have been like drinking coffee.
When we call it Jing in Chinese medicine. When men's Jing starts to vibrate, it definitely vibrates more in spring and summer than it does in fall and winter. But when it starts to vibrate, we get an overflow, right? Especially as a teenager, when the seminal glands are starting to kind of wake up and vibrate and be ready to move up and out. So there's tons of sperm. Tons of, I was going to say a slang term. I'm so glad I caught myself. Just tons of, semen.
So is it true that if an adult doesn't have sex frequently, they can have wet dreams as adults?
As adults,
I guess they got to release.
Adults don't typically have wet dreams, but everybody's wired differently. If there's an excessive production of sperm, there's no reason why the body can't evacuate it through a wet dream.
How can a woman?
Yeah, you have a wet dreams at your age. Like, what's going on? Like,
no, I'm a Shawn question. Then I told her IG question, and it made me start thinking, ask deeper questions. I'm trying to educate myself, Mike. Don't hold me back.
Right.
What was somebody saying about squirt?
How can a woman that has never squirt experience more? I just read something. It's weird. I just read something on this on what squirting really is. And the gland that it really comes from, and the myth that we have. But I guess how can a woman that has never? I guess her man must have said something about seeing another woman squirt. But go ahead, you rock that, Dexter. Go ahead, you.
Sorry. This conversation, I love this guy. I never know when our conversations are going to go. So I get it.
I've never squirted before.
How can a woman that has never squirted experience it more? Well, first thing she has to do is relax herself. In order for fluid to leave your body, you have to have a relaxation, right? Especially since the vagina doesn't have a pump like the penis does, right? The contractions are actually sperm moving up and through the prostate, getting some, seminal fluid so it can have a protective coat in the vagina, which is treacherous for sperm. But anyway, long story short, you have to relax yourself.
You have to relax yourself because not every woman, not every woman can hear you, Shawnee.
Oh, sorry, I ain't never did that.
Because not every woman's a squirter. Like some women can basically do it on demand, and I didn't know you could actually. I didn't know you could actually turn yourself into a squirter. Like I didn't know you could just, because if that's the case,
I mean, you gonna go do some experimenting?
I didn't know there was a 5-step program. Because Shawnee, like,
Yes.
Do you believe that you could? I don't know. Maybe you are a squirter. Are you?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Okay.
No.
All right. But
Shawn,
Dexter is saying you have the potential to be.
It looks messy. I've never been in the presence. I've been in the presence of many vaginas, but I've never been in the presence of one that, you know. Anyway, go ahead. It just looks. I don't know. I have a Virgo moon, so something about me, like after sex is done, I'm always thinking about the cleanup. I don't know. I always think about the cleanup. Right. I like messy sex. I just don't like cleaning up. But anyway, go ahead.
Sean Robinson, prostate related. Does the release ejaculations has any relation with the prostate? If you got if your prostate's going bad or something?
No, I think
The
he's
hell?
asking about the prostate. So what the prostate does is it holds seminal fluid. So our sperm is stored in our balls, but the seminal fluid is stored in our prostate. So when the sperm is about to leave the shaft, right? Pre-cum is actually seminal fluid coming from your prostate, which cleans the shaft and kills off the acidity from our urine, because we have urine that kicks it in our urethra, right? So it clears that out. So if you're having pre-cum, it's actually a good thing. It indicates that your body is ready to fertilize an egg, right? It's clearing the path, so your sperm can survive. Sperm are very, very sensitive. So they come through the prostate, which gets seminal fluid, which is that milky substance that you see coming out during an ejaculation. And then it's, pushed out from the contractions in this lower abdomen area. So as far as the prostate is concerned in the release of ejaculation during ejaculation, it does have a relation. It just gives the fluid. It just gives the fluid to you.
And I don't know if you can answer this, but as a kid, you said pre-cum. Was that a myth that they say pre-cum can get you pregnant? Is that true?
No, it's not. It'll have some sperm in it. Pre-cum can get you pregnant because it has everything it needs. Not only does the sperm have a protein coat which protects it, but also the seminal fluid has the right nutrients to make it through the vagina. The vagina is ultimately trying to kill anything that comes in it. So that's number one. It's self-cleaning like an oven, right? It cleans itself, it restores itself, it exfoliates itself. It really doesn't need any help, right? Maybe a little bit of soap and water. That's it. So when sperm come in, it's an intruder. Right? If we've ever seen what's his name? Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom, he's running from the boulder. That's the vagina, especially after an egg is fertilized. The vagina sends a flood of acidity to kill the other sperm that are in there. And they're running, trying to get out. You know what I mean? One sperm fertilizes the egg, the vagina becomes a death trap.
Oh, does it?
They don't get out.
The only Michael Shaw. All right, y'all. If y'all got a birthday, y'all can get y'all.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's a psychic. He's a medium. He's a psychic, tarot card reader. Like he does all these things. We done got off on a tangent on pre-cum and squirting.
Jay's been asking this question. I swear, I don't know how long I've known him now. He's this fascination with this pre-cum, like it can get you pregnant.
I always thought it was a myth. They just parents.
How is it a myth?
Teachers used to say that to get you scared.
Question.
Yeah, I didn't know.
3 kids later, teachers used to say that just to get you scared. That's all it was. It wasn't really true.
Do you see 826? 826. Do you see me juggling 2 jobs or 1? Keeping 1. Like, what do you see?
I ain't know where you was going with this. I said, you gonna say this in front of the wife? You see me juggling what?
You see me juggling 2.
What?
Through next October, but much of that is because you don't tend to rely on faith only. You like to have something you're actively doing. So yeah. Through October, there seems to be a bit of juggling, but a lot of that is because you want to see something show up a little bit more before you kind of relinquish something, step back from something.
416 underscore interiors. Yes, a replay will be posted. Go to Media Room 360. Where else can they see it? YouTube and everything
I'm going to repost some. I'm going to repost some of these. This was a great segment. I'm going to repost that segment on my Instagram live because these were just some really great questions.
All right, she came back. G Della 48529, but it's so generic. It's like 14. What is going to happen in my life?
What's going to happen in my life?
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna breathe. I can read that. You're gonna breathe.
There seems to be some kind of a move showing up around next May for you, and it looks like you're looking to, I don't know, sneak out. You're not trying to tell other people. It looks like it's private, like you're trying to run away from something. So if you were curious about that move, it's on its way. Yeah, it looks like there's a desire to start over.
Jeanette Bush 123. She says, "Do I have any spirits around me?" I believe we all have spirits around us, but she wants to know, does she have any spirit? I know I have spirits around me all the time.
Okay, Jeanette Bush wants to know, does she have any spirits around her? There just seems to be an older woman who seems to check in on you. I feel like it might have been a grandmother. She seems to check in on you. She doesn't even like kick it. And most of the time when she comes, she's looking over your shoulder in the kitchen. I don't know if she used to cook or she's like making sure you make something like she told you how to make it. There's some older lady that I see showing up. She's like looking over your shoulder from time to time. Other than that, I don't see anybody with any particular messages, but she's saying yes. Can you answer in a full sentence? It really helps if you answer questions in the full affirmative and like a sentence. What do you mean by yes? She used to cook, or she taught you how to do something in the kitchen. That's when she's showing up. She's not. Her feet aren't even touching the ground. Like she's not even. She lowers her vibration just enough to check on you.
Wow.
Can I answer a question on Instagram really quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Go knock it out because I'm reading some. Go ahead.
Smith Angel 1988. Dexter, are you working on doing live shows soon? Yeah, I do a live on Tuesdays on Facebook. I was just live on Tuesday on Facebook, and I do lives here on Thursday mornings at 8:30 in the morning. So this is a live. So this is a live right now. If you have a question, drop it.
All right, what is it?
Hey, what's going on, Sophie?
I never pay attention to our private chat because somebody.
Yeah. No, you got to read it. You got to read
it separately.
Okay.
Jacqueline. So Jeanette said yes. Our grandmother, grandmama, is probably who you're referring to.
Okay, I got it.
So Jacqueline,
got you.
Jacqueline says 624 Cancer. Oh, my mind. I've been foggy lately. I guess that's not a.
You got to stop drinking.
What?
Sorry. No, I just flipped the card, and the card said you got to stop. That wasn't me. It was a card. Sorry.
One of the things here is that it looks like your mind is being overworked. And also, I would take a look at what your sleep is like lately, because you seem to be like being kept up with some thoughts. You're going to have to do something to get in your body and out of your head. My recommendation would be do some exercises or clean a part of the house that you haven't had a chance to get around to. It'll pass. Right now, there's some movement happening in your horoscope. There's an eclipse. There's a lot of changes happening. So it'll pass.
I was way off with Mike's reaction. Okay.
So I got a question.
Oh, go ahead and give your birthday. Give your birthday.
Okay, well, 11/9. But 11/9. Earlier you said Mike was going to be doing some network stuff. He's going to be doing some stuff with the network. So will the Takeover Legends be with him doing this network stuff?
I don't know.
Did he really do what he was supposed to do last Tuesday and call those people about us?
I'm a
You putting him on the spot and me.
I did. I really did. But go ahead.
Everybody's going to get what they.
I'm just messing with Mike.
Are you serious?
Hard on Mike.
Oh,
are you sure?
Not every takeover. Not every takeover legend. I don't think every.
You're gonna get what you deserve.
Yeah, most definitely.
I just need the ones that were on the boxes with me every morning to make sure. Like, I need those people.
Petty.
All of I'm not being petty. I'm just saying, like all those people who woke up every morning and rock out every morning. And I'm talking live in person. Oh, this guy wants to know. I don't know if it's Smith Angel _1988. That he or she wants to know. I'm talking live in person shows, like buying tickets.
Yeah, will you do that?
Yeah, I am working on how to make that happen in a couple different cities, actually.
So well, let's make it happen here.
Yeah, let's.
You started here. You might as well come here.
I did.
You did one up here on the rooftop.
Give us some hearts. Give us some hearts on the Instagram if you're in Dallas.
There they go. As soon as you say, give us some hearts.
You know what? How if we did a comedy show, right? Because I put a magician, and he's amazing. He did a great job. The magician that came on, young dude. I think he's super dope. But if we did a comedy show, and then I brought you up, and I said, "Listen, man, we got 10 minutes of people asking questions, and you can get your answer." Could you do that, or is that too much pressure in that type of environment? Because everything's so funny and everything's so like off the wall.
Pressure.
Harrisburg.
No pressure.
Okay.
No pressure.
All right. Cool. Sequisa said 619. Will Mike take me with him too? God damn it,
Mike, you got
Sean
big
want to know
shoulders
too.
to fill, man.
Sean Robinson wants to know too.
Yeah, Sean said him too.
We all riding your coattail, bro.
No, we got a whole show. So I would take all those people, like when I said every morning, all those people who came once a week, who got up and put their faces on that square weekly and took time out there. Because I think everybody, Dexter, we not leaving Dexter out there. Like he took time out his schedule every week to come on here. And those are the people that, you know, I'm overly loyal to people, but those are the people, yeah. I want to take this entire show somewhere. Like this the entire thing. But you know, if you wasn't all right,
That's
all right,
funny.
now I'm gonna be petty.
Yeah, no,
I'm not gonna be petty. I'm not. All right, give us another question, y'all. Give us a birthday and a specific question in your life that you need to answer.
We should have did a celebrity. Is there any celebrities?
Okay, Jadella 48529 14. What's going to happen in my love life?
The January 4th. What's her birthday?
January 4th. Yeah, 14.
14. Give me a second. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm seeing something showing up in February for you. You seem to be coming close with an individual, but there's something happening here. This person pulls away from you. So, you know, I think as we move into something casual, it's important for us to have honesty. There's a solar eclipse happening in Sagittarius this week, and it's really important because it's going to create a wave of movement for all of us over the next 3 months. So between December until March, we're going to be moving in a direction that's asking us to be honest with other people, honest with ourselves. We're going to be challenged to ask ourselves the tough questions and give honest answers. This is the life theme of Sagittarius. So we're all being visited by this in different areas of our lives, but just take a look at areas where you're being asked to be honest, right? And so I think that's what happens here. You're going to have to be honest about what the scenario is, because when it shows up, it's very casual. And yet I see you reaching out for this person as they pull away, but I think you're misinterpreting something. So be honest with your love life as we get closer to February.
All right, you got Emerald 81. She says, my question is, my career seems to interfere with my love life. Lack of. Well, what's the question? Oh, is my career? Wait a minute, girl.
It's tough when you a stripper. All right,
she's not a stripper.
Oh Lord, wait a minute. Will I have one of these? Oh, will she have a love life, or is her career superseding that? Okay.
You've chosen your career. It's changing now. The fact that you've been asking this question, I don't even know your birthday, but Venus is moving through Capricorn. So we're all going to be asked about our priorities, right? In terms of our career. I said that at the beginning of the show. Okay. Yeah, I said at the beginning of the show, we're going to be asked about our priorities as far as our career is concerned. I do think that you enjoy your career, or at least some of the benefits of it. Where you have 8-1 indicates that Capricorn is the area of your horoscope associated with work and employment. But I think too that you're noticing something is missing. So I think you're going to see your priorities shifting after March and through April. Also, too, it looks like you seem to be so focused on saving and doing things for the future, you're missing out on the present moment. So it's time for a wake up call. Somebody's coming for you.
Yeah, let me in the club.
Hey, Dexter, I got one. 121, January 21st. She just started with a commercial agency. How's that gonna look? So, this person just started with a commercial agency that's supposed to book her with auditions and stuff like that. January 21st.
There's a series of 5 different movements that happen next year through this agency. 3 of them seem to be what's the word I want to say? And I say negative because it looks like some kind of a turn down, like she's not chosen.
Right.
And the other 2, which seem to come later, are quite prosperous. And this is January 21st, which is Aquarius. Right now, there's a movement happening in the area of contractual arrangements that's going to make it a little bit harder, which means that you just end up working harder. As long as you take the feedback that you get, because you're going to be getting plenty of feedback, the feedback is actually a beneficial way to help you get what you want. But these first 3 movements don't really show much, to be honest.
Gotcha. Okay.
I got another one. So birthday is January 5th. They asked will they get through their birthday blues. I'm not even sure what all that means, but birthday blues January 5th.
Birthday blues.
Yeah, this is Capricorn. You know, one of the things you have to ask yourself when your birthday comes around is, what do I enjoy doing? right? Every year, that might change. So if you ask yourself what it is you enjoy doing, what brings you joy, make sure you're doing that. Make sure your birthday finds you doing that, and see what shows up.
You know what I feel that's hard about birthdays is that people make you do things on your birthday because of society. You're supposed to do certain things. Like you said, you're really supposed to do things that make you happy on your birthday. And if going to a club and going to a bar doesn't make you happy, or going to wherever your friends decide, it doesn't like Dexter. Let me tell you something. You said something some poignant right now. You know why Christmas makes me struggle? It's because it's not because I'm bah humbug or whatever. It's because I'm forced to do Christmas the way everybody has told me I have to do Christmas. And it irritates me. Like, it just irritates me that we do this. I love being around my family for Christmas. I just get bored doing the same thing. I've been doing this for over 40 years. We do the same shit. We sit around. We chit chat. We open gifts. The gifts take about 10 minutes. I don't care how much money you spend. Them kids run through them gifts in about 10, 15 minutes. They find a gift they like. They put the clothes to the side. And the day is over.
Yeah, time to eat.
So start a new ritual, or not a ritual. Start a new, what is it called when you do something?
I want to put this in the universe. I want all of us next year to be on a beach Christmas Day.
I'm down. I'm down.
Say the word, literally.
No, you're supposed to wake up and open up gifts, though. I guess you could do it on the beach.
See, that's number my mom. Jay, number my mom. We listen.
You gotta have a good breakfast. You gotta open up gifts. You gotta play some music.
You can have a breakfast.
Let's go to Fiji.
That's what it is. Start a new tradition.
I want to have.
Mike,
I want to have a little.
Really glad to,
go ahead.
I'm really glad to hear that the kids are still pushing clothes to the side.
Well, my daughters are at the
that was
age.
Me.
Yeah.
Oh man, don't give me no clothes. I don't want anything necessity wise. Give me, stuff. That's how I felt. I'm glad to see that.
But now my daughters would normally like that. And I guess Shawnee and Jay can talk to say as they get older, they start realizing, like, my daughters are on the verge of just being like, yo, give me money. And I'm not mad at that. But just a tradition is you have to have something to open up. So maybe I'll just start putting money in boxes.
Yeah, we don't do presents. We don't do Christmas because
I ain't mad at that.
When they were little, I did, and then one year they told me, "Oh, well, we know that you bring all that stuff in the house and put it together, and we know Santa Claus ain't." I said, "Well, I ain't doing this no more. It ain't your birthday, so ain't nobody getting no presents."
So 11 and 12-year-olds not expecting gifts on Christmas?
It's been like that since 2017.
Wow.
2017, yeah. They told me.
Let me tell you something. Mm-hmm. The dumbness of what we do is spending all this money every Christmas. It's the highest level of stupidity.
And it really made me feel stupid.
We do it because we were told to do it.
Yeah, because they were like, we know ain't no Santa Claus.
We can celebrate Christmas and have a great time, but we have to give somebody something. So
I like to. What's the name had a new tradition? She said, "Was it called me Tashia?" She said, "Hide the gifts around the house." That could be something new and fun.
How about nobody get nothing and we just hang out?
Yeah, it's not your birthday.
And then them kids go back to school the next day, or they on IG, they on TikTok, they can't post their new fits, their new whatever, their new iPhone, their new whatever.
Raising kids with low self-esteem based on what the other kids got at school.
You look forward to going back to school with your gear on. Stop that. With your new item.
If your parents are already taking care of you and you getting what you already need to have, it ain't gonna change nothing.
Yeah.
I've been good.
Yeah, and they volunteer over the holidays. They go feed the homeless or ring the bell, something like that.
Black is the white man's puppet.
That's dope.
Jay Black is the white man's puppet.
That's fun for kids. I want to wake up and let them have.
It's fun for kids, but it's fake. It's fake. It's fake. You're teaching them morals and you're teaching them principles that mean if you love somebody, you have to give them something.
Whatever. They wake up and see that hoverboard under the tree, and they like,
yes,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's
I feel like
bailout.
Well, I think it really comes from what you get joy out of, right? So some people get joy out of getting new stuff, and some people get joy out of getting with family, and some people get joy by being by themselves. So I feel like I understand where Jay Black is coming from. I do. I like
but it's the easiest bailout. That's what parents use as a bailout to make their kids go, oh my God. The parents are selfish in themselves because they want to get that feeling like they're doing a great, not saying nobody's doing a bad job parenting, but that's their bailout to how they're doing a great job. Listen, can you imagine a relationship you have with a kid, with your children, if they're like, we've agreed this is going to be a great Christmas day. If you've trained your kids from the day they were like 5 years old, they're not stressing what everybody else does in school. We had a great time. But we fall for that. Oh, but other kids gonna have what? Like that is the insecurity of the whole thing that kills me on how we brainwash. And we take it as adults. We take it into the whole thing as adults. If my birthday comes and nobody gives me shit, as an adult, I catch feelings.
I don't. And I like going for kids for Christmas, but I don't catch feelings for my birthday. Like for me personally,
what I'm saying is the majority of adults do. Don't acknowledge your wife's birthday, Jay.
I know she's big on her birthday, and she's scarred because it's so close to Christmas that it has to be two separate.
But what I'm saying is that's the whole thing. We've developed a whole societal thing where we have to give people something to let them know that they're really they mean something to us.
I hear
Miss your mom's birthday and see what happens.
I hear you.
Go ahead. I dare you. I dare you not to give your mom something. And your mom knows for a fact. My mom knows for a fact I love her. And I'm not saying she's demanding a present, but let me not address it and see what happens. Gotta go to class. Squeezy says she gotta go. Bye, Squeezy. All right, anybody?
I also have to.
Dex has to go.
I have to run, you guys.
Dax, when's your IG live? When's your IG live this week?
Hey, hit me up. Follow me, you guys. Love 911 Tarot. I go live on Facebook also at Love 911 Tarot every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Got some really great stuff coming down the pipe. So yeah, looking forward to being here next Thursday if you'll have me.
And watch out. Of course. We're gonna have him at a comedy show since he said he's all good with it. We gotta discuss his price because I know he's not coming for free. All right, Dax, stop.
All right,
appreciate
Thank you so much.
Psychic, medium, tarot card reader, sex educator. Now he does it all.
Are we going directly, or do I have a time for a smoke break?
Let's take a short break. Let's do like 2.5 minutes, and then you come back.
We will have the honorable judge,
honorable
Given, a woman that we are so proud of, will come up here and have some things to talk about and have some things to express, and and we need everybody, especially in the DFW area, to pay close attention and to spread the word. So we'll be back in 2.5 minutes. Michael Shawn, Shawnee Scott, Jay Black. Sexy Mo is not here today. She'll be back tomorrow, hopefully. And the whole Takeover Legend crew. Yeah, y'all.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out.
Walmart or Target? Walmart or Target?
Target, man.
Like, did you even have to ask that, Jay Black?
I got money now. I got a hit song or two. You know what I'm saying?
You sing this why I love you. Like, what?
I love you. Imagine me just being in Walmart. I mean, I'll go sometime, but you know what I mean? Target.
All right, last one. Oh, somebody wanted to know about prenups. We'll come back to that. Last one. Nasty sex or making love? You only get to choose one.
Both of them.
No,
that ain't fair. Both of them.
Tell me, it depends on the time of the day.
It does. It does. But I just saw a video that went viral of somebody they reenacting on Viola Davis's page, reenacting TV love scenes, and how it's just dramatic and no love is being made. It's just and ain't nothing happening.
Ain't nothing happening unless you a pastor.
Right. I'm gonna get you saved, Mike. Mike, you gonna get saved. Major hope motivation.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't you dare complain ever that we don't bring people to this forum that can entertain you, that can school you and do everything. Major hope motivations, right?
Yes.
Yes, I'm proud of you, man. I believe in you. You is kind. You is smart. You is important, man. I'm rocking with this team. Let's do it.
Thank you, Major. Thank you so much. Yo,
I love y'all. Y'all meet me on social media. Now that's Major, and I'll talk with y'all later. Peace,
Absolutely.
Search Media Room 360 on all streaming platforms. Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends. Yay!
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Tap in.
All right, well, we tapping in with our mic. Where's that echo coming from?
I'm here.
Where's the echo coming from?
Mike's house.
Oh, you know what? It's Mike's headphones. Your headphones.
Oh, my headphones. Yeah. My headphones.
That's what's doing that.
My bad. Is it good now? Did it go away?
Yeah, it's good now. You got it on your head. Yeah.
All right, y'all. Let me get the IG live going.
Well, I think she's on her phone, so you won't be able to get her on IG live.
Okay.
Yeah, she's on her phone. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the most important person that we have on the show with the credibilities of life. She's got the credit. She's got the SAT score, I assume. The woman has done amazing things here in Dallas. And it's Miss Judge Amber Gibbons. Ladies and gentlemen, Judge Amber Gibbons! Yay!
The judge is here.
Hey,
the judge
good
is
morning.
here.
Boom, 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 boom. The judge is here. Boom, 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 boom. The judge is here. First of all, Judge, I hope you had happy Thanksgiving. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, I always got to say that. I hope you had a great one.
It was amazing. I actually cooked, Mike. I cooked. It was good. I mean, I questioned myself when I was in there for like the 5th hour, but it was all good.
That is so unfair.
I hope y'all did too.
Well, that is so unfair for other women. For you to have whatever, all you do, and you got the nerve to be able to cook too. Oh, you got to be kidding me. I'm about to jump out. Man, listen. I'm about to call Stacey right now so you can step your game up. No, I'm playing Stacey. I love you. All right, Judge. What is the reason for your appearance? What are we talking about? Is there...
Well, so we were here to talk about, voting and the fact that the deadline to register is January 31st. And I was going to tell you about the program I'm putting together. But then, you know what else is going on in the world today.
Well, Shawnee Scott, you take the lead then, Shawnee.
So there's this story that came out in the morning news that we probably should have talked about this morning. So they're saying that our wonderful Judge Amber Gibbons told her coordinator to impersonate her on the Zoom call, like the Facebook Lives that she does. And so now they've opened this investigation against her, and they're basically attacking our judge, saying that she did something that she was not supposed to do. So can you tell us what happened?
Well, Shawnee, so I haven't received information from anyone that I'm under investigation. If I do receive word and I'm required to respond, I will do so. But I will tell you, hands down, point blank, that the claims are unsubstantiated and it's a false narrative. And that false narrative is motivated to suppress the will of the community and to pressure me to discontinue the progress that we're creating in the court system. I was elected to represent all of Dallas County, Texas, and I will not highlight, underline, bold, fold under false information that is being spread. And so I continue to be committed to the administration of justice. Let's get it.
So with this one, it was, okay, my understanding that it was about a person's, their bail, somebody that has some kind of felony in your assistant, I believe, or somebody that works in the court with you.
Well, what I can tell you, Shawnee, is that I was on a phone call, and I'm going to leave it at that. I was on a phone call, and I granted a reduced bond for someone that was agreed upon between the attorneys. And so that's that when it, comes down to it. Like I said, their claims are unsubstantiated. And so it is definitely false. And we're not worried about it because there's no proof that has happened. And it's, like I said, definition of unsubstantiated, because if they had it, they would have shown it to you.
And so you reduced it. And you have this program where you help people that have felons get their felonies erased. So is this stemming back to that? Do people not want you to do that for because most of the time the felons are not that, from what I remember, they're not people that have went out and brutally murdered somebody. It might be
no, I would say probably the most contentious thing is the anti-discrimination policy that I got passed, where we saw attorneys in Dallas County, Texas, taking to Facebook after George Floyd's murder and during the protest and calling Black people animals and subhuman. I could have turned a blind eye to it. And I could have simply unfriended them or made a comment. However, the appropriate thing to do per the judicial canons and code of conduct was to take definite action and swift action. And that action meant that, it's not fair to individuals who can't afford counsel to have people who don't believe they're even people. So what constitutional rights could you protect? Now it hits people in their pockets, right? And most times when we see these things, evolve on Twitter, an employee says something that isn't in line with their company's, purpose and goals, and the employee gets fired, right? You hit them in the pocket. And so that's what this anti-discrimination policy does for attorneys who are out here spewing hate speech. And so it's not a popular thing. And, it's all politics. So,
and they're not representing the client that is coming from an underserved community or whatnot that doesn't have the money to afford an attorney. So really it's almost like, and I'm saying this before people go crazy. So it's like a retaliation against you because you spoke up and you said something about it and change was made.
I love that you were over there analyzing, Johnny, because that's what you have to do, right? You have to analyze motivations. Like I said, the motivation for this false narrative.
So it's like Scandal. Is the political aspect? She's running for re-election. So now we're going to find something that we can create in like an episode of Power and Rashad Tate trying to find some dirt. Like let's find something, create something. Wow, this is real life.
But I want to say this, and I've been in these situations before, and true transparency, I've been in trouble before. Reducing somebody's bond is not something that's irregular. Like that's something that's like, I know I've been in situations where my bond was reduced based on certain circumstances, and it was nothing was made a big deal of it. I've had it happen with a white judge who did it.
She said both attorneys agreed. So both attorneys agreed.
Thank you. Thank you.
So there's nothing. There's nothing.
It was right. It was an agreement that they came to me with, and I just granted it. So
this is how
the person found it out the next day.
So they've used this angle. Well, okay, allegedly, I don't know what words to properly use right now. They're using this angle in this narrative. I guess narrative is the best thing to try and discredit you for what you're doing, which is really doing something powerful to help people who just don't have any power in the justice system, or their power has been reduced. Am I correct on it?
I mean, Michael Shawn, I'll tell you, like I told Shani, I love that you all are independent thinkers.
Oh yeah, right.
And that you can look into a situation and see for yourself, And I just appreciate y'all support, and just know that, we are going to continue to beat the block. If you would like to volunteer for my campaign, I would love to have you. I'm on Instagram at Judge Amber Gibbons. We're going to be block walking this Saturday. Okay. So if you want to join, even if it's just to call people on my behalf, if it's to block walk for me, if it's to help me fundraise, because the article mentioned I'm in a re-election. I mean, that wasn't, by happenstance, and that the filing deadline is December 13th. So if you're registered to vote in Dallas County and you're a Democrat, please hit me up. Somebody from my team will come meet you to get your signature on my petition. It takes 750 registered Dallas County Democrats to get on the ballot every election cycle. So we're going to focus on what's important. We're going to focus on this race. God has me in this race, and I'm going to finish it. And so I just really appreciate your support. We're going to still be doing the voter information event in January. And I would really encourage everybody that has a senior in high school, if they are 17 years and 10 months, register them to vote. That's what the law says. Okay, we have to start our babies off early, and it has to be personal to them. And it has to be personal to them because we've seen what's been happening in the legislature in Texas. If your vote didn't matter, why would they try to strip you of it? If your vote didn't matter, why would early voting hours be a problem for people? Don't we want as many people as possible to have access to the polling locations? So we have to start early with our young kids. And so I implore you, you know, if you have a senior, get them registered to vote if they're 17 years and 10 months, because they can vote in the next election. And so the voting registration deadline for the February, and well, I guess it's really, early voting starts February 14th, right? And then it ends February 27th. Okay. And then the actual election day is March 1st. So get the babies, if they are eligible, get them registered to vote so that you can take them to the polling location with you, right? So look, like I said, I really appreciate the support. I definitely, you know, if you are interested in volunteering, please do, because come stand with me, okay? And continue to forge the way for change in the criminal justice system that is far long overdue.
How do we want you to take Kamala's place. But real quick, you said a registered Democrat voter. So if I'm registered to vote, when I register to vote, do I have to select a party, or just as long as I'm registered to vote, I can sign your petition?
So here's the thing
in
about
Dallas
the petition.
County.
Right. At the top, it says if you are going to vote in another party's primary, you can't sign my petition. So that's why I say a registered Democrat in Dallas County, because you can't sign the petition and then go vote in the Republican primary.
Okay.
Right. So, yeah, it would bar you if you're a Republican in Dallas. If you sign my petition, by law, you're not supposed to then go vote in the Republican primary. So that's why I target it's literally registered Democrats in Dallas County.
For those watching, if we want to be a part of everything, Judge, if we want to walk the block with you, also registered to vote, we want to donate to your campaign, where do we go to get the information so we can take part in it?
So it's www.amber, A-M-B-E-R, Givens, G-I-V like Victor, E-N-S.com. So www.ambergivens.com. My phone number is 214-771-8985. You can text and call that number. So 214-771-8985. I've seen at least one person say that they're going to sign a petition. Hit me up on my phone or send me a DM. I will get somebody to you. I really appreciate you all support.
And quick question. I'm sorry if this sounds naive.
No, you're okay.
With the petitions, why are the petitions so important to get that many names? Can you explain why they're so important?
Yes. So by law, in order to get on the ballot, so to have your name on the ballot, when you walk into that polling location and you see your ballot and you got all those names, people had to apply to get on the ballot, right? And so for my purposes, the state requires that I have 750 Dallas County Democrats that are registered to vote to sign in order just to get my name on the ballot. So that's why it's so important. Yeah. And so we've been doing this for, gosh, it seems like forever now, but you know, I don't sleep on it. I continue to get signatures. And so, because I believe even if you don't have an opponent, you have to work for the people all the time. So, you know, this is my third election. I've been serving Dallas County for 7 years, and I take this very seriously. You know, I'm in this position because God put me here. This wasn't something that I dreamt up, right? God put all the pieces together. And so that's why I just walk in faith every day. And so that's why I'm here and committed and looking forward to meeting people and, you know, in the streets. Go ahead. If you see us at the door, open the door. We're going to have masks on. We'll socially distance. So.
And it's amazing about you is that it's not just like propaganda. I've seen you when you talk to people, every person that comes up to you, which I think is amazing because you have the patience of God. Because every person that comes up to you, you have an in-depth conversation with. You get to know the person before they even sign their name on the petition. And I admire you for that. Because I've been at functions where you've been out there and it's been one person at a time. one person at a time, having a conversation, answering tons of questions, and then obviously getting the name on the petition. Please, y'all, if you see this woman out there, just experience it for yourself. Experience it for yourself.
Yes.
Don't listen to me. Just experience the whole thing. Now, my last question, and I know Shawnee has another one. I have a comedy show at the Addison Improv.
Okay.
Addison isn't part of Dallas County, correct? Addison is
Dallas County. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if I can do my part, we have the comedy show December 8th. Next Thursday. Mm-hmm. And if there's a way we can have one of your people, or if we have you, that'd be wonderful.
I will be there.
Well, bring the petition too. Bring the petition too.
I'm gonna bring several clipboards. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I will be there. I'm there. Michael Shawn, send me the time and everything.
I will send you the time. I will send you everything. And if you want to speak that night, please let me know. I don't want to put any pressure on you.
I'm down.
You would like to share.
She ain't got to ask.
I am not shy. So yes, I appreciate the opportunity. I'm telling you, I'm so grateful. Like, this is a season that reminds you, even if the rest of the year you didn't realize it, of how good God is, right? And how much you have to be grateful for. I am always looking through a lens of, God really has brought me a mighty long way, right? Every single step. Even when, sometimes, you got to operate by faith sometimes. So you just got to walk forward. And so I'm just so grateful. I hope I've expressed that enough today, but I am, because it means a lot to me, the opportunity to speak to people and to share, my platform and my purpose, because that's what it is for me. It's about purpose, because you don't do this for the money. This is for the purpose for me. This is because I've been a family member. I've been the prosecutor. I've been the defense attorney. And there's so much work to be done in the criminal justice system.
God, there is. You're one of the judge, and I've been blessed to know people like Shawnee, you, Sexy Mo, where you ladies are the type of ladies that I really wish my daughters could be around more, because you got the relatability that you have, and to be able to be like, I have these responsible women who are strong and powerful, but still do a TikTok video. And you know what I'm saying? And my girls, and I love my daughters seeing people like that, because we always feel so detached that there's no way I could have a relationship with a judge. Like 10 years ago, if you asked me that I could actually reach out to a judge, I would have giggled.
And that's interesting. You never said a black female judge. Like, you never highlighted that part of it, Mike. That's interesting to me.
Just a judge. I'm telling you, the aura that she brought in when I worked at K104, when she walked into a studio, was just different. And when they said, and I'm going to repeat the story, when they said we're going to interview a judge, I was like, you got to be kidding me. For what? I was like, for what?
Why?
Yeah, why? What? And then she started speaking, and I was like, God, sometimes your view on something can be so ignorant, but it's because you've had experiences with certain judges in your life. So you've locked everybody in. So people, we have ourselves an opportunity to support Judge Amber Givens.
Yes.
If you want to get down with the campaign, www.ambergivens.com, and you can get on there and do your part any way you see fit to. Also, the number 214-771-8985.
And I think she's married. Don't be texting for nothing other than trying to get down with the campaign. I think she has somebody.
Don't do that, y'all. Don't. I think. Even if she was single, don't be me from 10 years ago. Don't be me. Don't do that. Don't do that. And hopefully, I'm gonna put in the universe. She'll be at the Addison Improv December 8th. So you'll get your chance to sign a petition and get your chance to actually meet her and figure things out for yourself and have the conversation. And maybe we can get her to talk on that microphone and spread this positive word that we got going on. Judge, I know you're totally busy, and we thank you so much. Anything else you want to say?
No, thank you all. No, just, I can't wait to see everybody on December 8th, after I drop the mic. So,
they're gonna have to go back and rewrite this story in the Dallas Morning News. They're gonna have to recant these statements.
And research. I'm gonna go Google the Dallas Morning News, and I'm gonna Google that just to see what reporter put this out there.
Yeah.
But okay, Judge,
thank
you have a wonderful day today. You have a wonderful day. Thanks for sharing time.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you so much. Of course. Bye, y'all.
We'll see you soon. We'll see you soon. All right. Well, we did.
Yeah, we gotta support our people.
Yeah, we gotta support Judge Gibbons. She's really a good person.
Crazy. That scandal is real life. Yeah, I feel like the Rashad Tate really that really happens, huh? They try to come up with some stuff, make up stuff.
Yeah,
wow.
Because usually nobody runs against her. So I'm curious, is somebody running against her and they
gotta be. They just don't want her in there.
And I didn't want to ask her this because I know she has to be very careful on what she says because it'd be misinterpreted. But Dallas County is one of the only counties that I've ever seen in my life. And unfortunately, I've had some run-ins with the law. And I've never seen so many African-American judges ever in a county. Mm-hmm. And I've never seen one African-American female judge. Not to mention multiple female judges in Dallas County.
That's good.
I've never seen it. And I've worked with other African-American men who are judges. So my personal opinion, I think when they see stuff like this, they're like, wait a minute. They have representation in the court system now.
But it's supposed to look like the community. It's supposed to be balanced.
It never does. It never does. But I think that there's a lot of pressure right now. So all right.
Yeah, and Judge the fact that she listens, she gives the people a chance. She doesn't treat the people that come into her court like criminals. She treats them like people.
Yeah, and the problem, and the other problem is the sidebar problem is that how many people get away with stuff in court because they have connections in the courtroom and their sentences get lowered. We've never had anybody. We've never had that connection.
You're not saying that's what she do because she listens to the advice of those judges.
I'm saying just in general.
Yeah.
When my lawyer told me, don't worry about it, I know so and so and so and so.
I got a relationship with this person.
I got a relationship.
Yeah.
And when I saw them chit-chatting, I was like, wow, he really does have a relationship. When I heard them talking about the Cowboy game, I realized, oh, you really do know.
Yeah, they know.
We put Mike back on retrial, y'all. We're gonna put him back in.
They did what they did. They gave me my penalty.
Yeah.
But if I didn't have that lawyer who happened to have a relationship,
that good rapport and relationship,
it would have been worse. It would have been worse. Anyway, Judge Amber Gibbons, once again, www.ambergibbons.com. Go there if you want to walk the block with her. You want to register to vote. Early voting starts February 14th. If you want to actually contact her directly, 214-771-8985. So we gave you all the information, y'all. All you got to do is make a phone call or look up something. You can take 7 seconds off of Instagram and find something out. All right, we're good. I think we're good, guys. I got to get my car.
Yes, I got to be in therapy in 3 minutes. I got to be in physical therapy in 3 minutes.
Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that and understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. Enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything, parking spaces and all that other good stuff. Fight for your happiness and never let nobody take it from you. Michael, Sean, Jay Black, Shawnee Scott. I don't know why Jay Black waits so long. I think he just wanted to see the judge. I think he just wants to see
I think he should have been gone.
Yeah, he should have been gone. I was gonna say I think he got a crap. I'm not trying to get him stabbed at the house. All right, y'all. Michael, Shawn, the Takeover Legends. Yeah.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.